Yeah. Yeah, I forget how much bullshit I put with that.
Okay.
Y'all want to start?
Yeah.
Yeah, whenever. You want to open it up?
Yeah, sure. Hey, it's your boy, John Mechanic, Elvis Texley, Johnny Beyonce, sitting here with the mild child, Gentle Kyle.
Right, so put all your cats to bed and heat up a bowl of clam chowder. We have an exciting episode with New York-based artist Stetz.
So, it's St. Patty's Day today, right?
That's correct. Today that we're recording is St. Patrick's Day.
And it kind of makes more sense because, like, with Sam and Nick last week, with them being, like, redheads and stuff, it would have been neat to, like, flip-flop it. But
we're putting that out.
Yeah. Right, it'll be out tomorrow,
out.
so, like, kind of St. Patty's Day. But Stetz is only in town for a few days, so we're happy we could get him. But I thought it would be fun if we did some... some little St. Patty's Day stuff, right?
Right, yeah, it sounds fun.
So I got these for you if you want to put that on.
Okay.
Yeah. There you go. Put your little beret on. And I'll get this. And it'll be like our little St. Patrick's Day outfit.
How do you wear this? Over the ears or above the ears?
I don't know, man. That's your shit.
What do you think, Laser?
I would say above the ears.
Bring it over the ears? Behind, like that?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be better though, if you really think about it. You can definitely go for worse.
But you wouldn't think
would
anything
say
different. Like if you saw me just at a coffee shop, you'd be like, you wouldn't even notice it. This is the sexier version. Then, like as opposed to not wearing one, this is the sexier option.
Yeah.
All right,
Definitely,
right on.
definitely.
How do I look?
Great, man.
I'm a leprechaun.
yeah.
I'm a leprechaun.
Man.
That's what I am. Look, let's do product placement. Or what?
Who? What's that guy's name?
Lucky Charms.
Is that his name for real?
Yeah.
I don't endorse the actual guy that he looks like.
Do I look like somebody?
Yeah. It says Duck Dynasty on your hat. Did you not realize that?
I thought I was getting a St. Patrick's Day outfit.
So how's your day going? I wish I was a male model.
You would think great, but it's not. My breakfast came out horrible.
I used to have those feelings all the time. Sometimes my toast will come out perfect, but my popcorn shrimp used to come out ruined.
Gross.
Can I ask you a personal question?
Sure.
What kind of lard are you using? I used to use buttered water too. But since I switched to manteca lard, my shrimpies have been coming out stellar.
Manteca lard?
Yeah. Manteca lard. Yes. It keeps at room temperature, so you don't have to worry about storing it underground, as it has 120 years shelf life. Maybe even 500 years. Wow.
Wow. Here.
And it tastes divine. My morning shrimp has never come out more excellent.
I'll probably get some.
Give me some of that manteca lard and keep it coming.
5 questions for Kyle.
Yeah.
5 questions for Kyle. You get one DVD for date night the rest of your life. What is it, and why do you not shave your entire body, only parts of it? Congratulations. You've been selected to make one change to the American flag. What are you going to do to it and why? If you don't, you will be beheaded. You've been selected to make one change. What are you going to do to it? And why? If you don't, you'll be beheaded. Angel Olsen wants to invite you backstage, but only if she can slap you around. Press on the gas, or I'm gonna pass. Simba watched his father Mufasa, the ruler of Pride Rock, get trampled to death by a stampede of horrified wildebeest. Does everything happen for a reason, or are we relentlessly confronted by the chaotic tyranny of a volatile universe? He didn't answer it.
Okay.
Just answer it.
I think it's a little bit of both. Point it's gotten to where we're...
Nobody knows anything about you. Somewhere someone is hurting like hell and wants to get sober. What would you recommend that they do first?
I would say that they should reach out to someone, firstly, that they know in their life that has gotten sober or overcome whatever dilemma that they're in this current situation. I would say if they know someone in their life that has had that same problem and overcome it, I would say to reach out with them and get honest with them, and get completely honest with someone, whether it be that person or their wife or husband or mother.
What if they don't know anybody?
If they don't know anybody?
Yeah, that's gotten
sober. Or they don't know anybody that's gotten sober. In that case, I would say, I think that's probably unlikely, but in that case, I would say to reach out to a helpline for that, and we could probably link one below in that case.
Forget now.
Or go to...
Laser.
Or look up a...
Laser got the password.
I would also recommend to look up maybe a 12-step meeting in the area, because they are free and accessible to anyone.
Or you could reach out to us.
You could reach out to us,
sober.
But I
We're
guess
sober people.
I was thinking that, but
also,
he said, "What if they don't know anyone? So if they don't even, what if they don't hear this?" Is what he.
I think it's so funny that
they won't be listening.
you're answering this like serious ass question with that fucking hat on. They're like, yeah, I want to stop doing heroin.
Yeah.
Hey, and this is a working title. It was Kyle's dumbass fact for a minute,
Right, and then it was like Kyle's fact.
Fact of the week.
Right.
But it's not a fact.
It's not. It's an idiom is what we're doing. We're doing
but
idioms.
Nobody knows.
So
Kyle's idiom of the week. If you know a good name for this segment, drop us a comment.
Right.
Or maybe a guest can tell us something like.
Right. And a good name for it isn't get rid of it.
Yeah. Because Kyle's gripping this in his fucking cold, knotted hand. He will not get rid of this segment.
And it's so...
This is my fucking...
It's so useless,
people need to
too.
know what beat around the bush means.
All right.
Far away.
So today I did I Swan.
What is it?
I Swan. Or I Swan It. Have you heard that?
I've never heard that.
Also never
said
heard
it.
Nobody's heard it?
No.
Well, so
So
my
you're just
mother...
gonna make up something and like you could say whatever you want. We're like, sounds right to me.
My mother said this one growing up, and we're from Mississippi, so maybe it's like a deep South saying. I don't know. But
based in Texas now.
So I Swan, it turns out, has nothing to do with actual swans, or for that matter, with swooning. I Swan is used a rough equivalent to I do declare. It's what linguists call it an exclamatory asseveration of surprise. It seems to have originated from is wan or I shall warrant, and then it slowly just became swan. I swan.
Read these when you do it. Oh, you have glasses.
Yeah, I have.
You should push them
glasses
down on the base of your nose.
That would be better, huh?
Yeah.
So It comes from Iswan Yi, and then I shall warrant.
This is still going?
No, it's almost done.
They're like, we got lots to say about this.
Yes, you did. Iswani. And then, yeah, so that's it.
So everybody go out and use
I Swan next time you
gathered anything from
next time you want to declare, like, I Swan, manteca lard is delicious.
Okay.
I Swan it.
I swan we should do a better one next time.
Yeah.
Okay. How's your week?
My week was good. Went to a couple South by shows and worked at Austin Recovery. Edited that last podcast with Sam and Nick. Did some homework. You?
It was all right, man. It was fucking. I know I'm just like trying to cuss less on this thing. It was South by, right? South by last couple weekends,
Right.
Which our guest came in town and he did some work. I don't know if it was paid or unpaid or what, but there's usually lots of fun stuff going on South by, and if you're not local, it's a huge. I don't want to break it all down. It's a big music
media fest.
Really.
Yeah.
But I had a gig. I painted Amigos, which I painted a lot of rappers, but never those three.
Yeah.
Gems, handsome fellas. Yeah, I didn't paint them like live and in person, but
right.
I did it for a tech app, which is like the kind of gigs you get as an artist. It's
in
like
Austin.
some tech CEO being like, I want to do Migos, and you're like, all right, whatever blows your hair back.
Yeah,
it'll be $50,000. Shit, I wish. Today I went and hired a lady on Facebook Marketplace, who's like a sister. You know what I mean? Like a
black lady.
Yeah, hard hitting lady.
Okay.
Intimidating, long fingernails.
Nice.
Bright
colored
ringlets of hair. Yeah. And I hired her to make me a shirt that says slow dance. So shout out Matt Millette for the shirt idea. Slow dance means I stab people in the night. So shout out Facebook.
I got to meet Puma Blue. That was cool.
That is
when
cool.
I went to go see them.
Did you fucking kiss him on the mouth?
Yeah, I attempted it basically.
He's tiny,
verbally.
huh?
He was a tiny little fella. Yeah.
Which did you like respect him a little bit less?
No, but I was like surprised. In fact, at first I was shocked.
He's like one of his heroes.
No, he's not.
Musician.
He's not, but he's one of my favorite. The band is one of my favorite new bands over the past couple of years. But
you saw him a couple times, right?
Yeah, I went to see him a couple times. I was surprised at how small he was, but then I quickly remembered, like, it's weird how many like famous musicians are tiny people, like Paul Simon and Prince.
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise. He's actors as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tiny
well, good.
people.
You became friends with them?
No, I wouldn't say that, but yeah, we bullshitted about music for a while.
You didn't go to like Town Lake or anything like that,
and skip around and
fucking slap each other.
What do you
around.
call it? What do you call it? Blue bonnets.
Yeah. Right. Well, cool. Sounds like a eventful week for me, and kind of some
weird week for me.
I don't know, not that. Yeah. So, all right, we're gonna start in the news, and we're gonna do this segment a little bit different. I know we like flip flop a little bit, but we thought that we would bring Stetz on for the news, and we'll weigh in on his opinion as well. Laser sent these earlier today, so let's get it popping. First article is, are eggs good or bad for you? New research rekindles the debate. This popped up, and I've got a fucking assload of eggs in there. This article popped up in my iPhone news or whatever, the Apple News, and I wouldn't read it just in case they were saying it was bad.
Right.
Because I have so many eggs in the fridge right now. Latest U.S. research on eggs won't go over easy. News pun.
That's why Laser picked it. She's
she's like, oh, it's got a pun.
Oh, this is hilarious. They'll love this.
Part. She's like, get all the shit off the table and get ready to lay out some puns.
They're gonna crack up.
For those
podcast now.
For those who can't eat breakfast without them, adults who ate about 1.5 eggs daily had a slightly higher risk of heart disease than those who ate no eggs. So this isn't like a whites versus yolk thing anymore. The study showed the more eggs, the greater the risk. The chances of dying early were also elevated. And then it goes on to talk about cholesterol. I also read another article where they were talking about that you could substantiate any ideas that you have on as a proponent of diet or to highlight negative aspects. You can find the scientist to like back it for your article. So it's like as things are trending, like the article that's going to get the most hits is like the article that comes out that talks about how coconut oil will fucking give you diabetes.
This is based off of like one research like test basically,
and it's
so it could be like they took 2 people, one like smoker that ate a bunch of eggs,
and the level of like the amount of egg that can come into your life to fuck your shit up is 1.5, and it's like that's everybody. Everybody's gonna have 1.5 egg a week. So you eat eggs?
I tackle about maybe 2 eggs a week, but I don't eat
you're
the
fucked.
whites.
You're gonna die.
I don't eat the whites.
Doesn't matter.
I hear that makes you come bad.
Yeah, whites no longer matter.
Yeah,
I've been saying that. The
whole thing's
I preach that pretty hard.
Yeah,
fleshy grenade.
Whites do no longer matter.
I like eating yellow. Yeah, yellows are. Fleshy grenade.
That's good.
Doesn't matter.
It's my ex-girlfriend's screen name.
Fleshy grenade. This was done at Northwestern University's Feinberg School of Medicine.
The Feinberg School.
And pulled results from 6. Well, I guess it's a little.
How many people? 6 people.
6 previous studies.
Oh, okay.
Analyzing data on almost 30,000 U.S. adults. Well, don't tell my mom that. She's got chickens and shit.
I would imagine eating, if you like eggs from your own chicken, is probably much less harmful than the eggs.
I think so.
What if it hates you?
What's that?
The chickens.
If the chicken
probably
hates
do,
you,
man.
that's a good
Chickens
point.
don't like anything. They're at risk of dying from everything that's alive could kill a chicken. So they're not like positive animals. They're just trying to cling to whatever hours they can.
There's a football coach, I forget his name, but he won't let the athletes eat chickens because it's a sissy bird. That's I think it's the Raiders, or I don't know.
Raiders are like notoriously
because
bad
it's a sissy bird.
Yeah.
That's what kind of birds they can eat, like hawks or eagles, right? I guess.
No birds.
They're on a strict
Only
eagle diet.
Pterodactyl meat for the rest of the team. That's it.
Pterodactyls. Right.
All right. DC Comics kicking off Batman's 80th anniversary celebration in Austin with 1.5 million bats. Batman's.
It implies that they're like bringing 1.5 million bats.
Well, where are they getting?
That's how they're going to kick them. They're under the Congress Bridge.
Yeah, but that many?
Yeah, 1.5
so what
million is what they say.
Throwing a flash grenade underneath there and flushing them all out.
All come out, yeah. Or maybe putting the symbol.
They're like,
up
it's for Batman, but it's really like some one dickhead that's like, check this out.
Hates Bat. Watch him to kill all those.
Yeah,
things.
his roommate's like, you won't.
One got in my attic 2 years ago, and that'll never happen again.
Yeah,
I'll kill 1.5.
He's like, you dare me to get all the fucking bats out? Like, he's like, nah, you won't. He's like, I'll say it's for Batman.
Batman, yeah.
He goes and fires off a pistol.
So what is it really, I guess?
That's it. DC Comics selected South by Southwest to celebrate. Were you aware of this?
You know who that is, right? That's Mez.
It's Batman.
No, it's Mez. I mean, yeah. But
Mez did this. Shout out
cool.
Mez.
Mez Data. Mez Data.
Yeah, I saw that on
talented.
Instagram. That shit's so badass.
Cool,
man.
yeah.
He's
We'll definitely
so
put that up on the screen for the video.
We saw that. We
really cool.
We walked by it. It's cool. Looks good. It's great. But we didn't know anything about the 1.5 million bats. My friend here has been asking about the bats. She's obsessed. But we haven't seen any yet.
There's several months. There's several months of the year, and I don't think we're in it right now. I'll put that when it is, but where they fly every night.
So we were like going and waking them the fuck up.
I guess.
Like, hey, get out of here.
Between several months of the year, they fly from underneath the South Congress Bridge. That's where they stay. And there's apparently approximately 1.5 million of them.
That's what's up.
I wish somebody would throw a flesh grenade at the grackles and just end that immediately.
Right.
I like
an egg.
Oh, God. We're like layering the news puns at this point. So, shout out Mez Data, old school tits crew. What you know about that?
Nothing.
He an old fart.
Yeah.
He an old fart like me.
How old are you?
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah. All right, we'll discuss it later.
30.
What about divided by 3? How old are you divided by 3?
Let's just
11.
Everybody
12.
chill out. We're doing the news, man.
Don't be so defensive, Joe.
How old are you, Stetz?
God, duh.
How old are you, Stetz?
I mean, if we're not discussing birthdays.
Yeah, we
Here's
are.
the thing. My toes have my birth date on them. My birth year. So.
Oh, damn, me too. I'm 29.
All right, yeah, well, let's just air it out.
Yeah.
68, 61. That's fucking insane.
I got my youthful voice, though, because I don't
I
smoke.
knew you were always futuristic. Teens and young adults are more depressed now than in the mid 2000s. You don't fucking say.
Makes sense. Yeah, of course.
It's like cool. The sadder you are, the fucking cooler you are nowadays.
Yeah, it is cooler to be sad now. I mean, it's all...
It's like a second, it's like depressed culture.
And, well, it's making a resurgence because it was cool to be sad in the 90s. Cool to be, angsty.
Yeah, and dangerous
in the 90s.
too.
Papa
Kurt
Roach
Cobain,
was
man.
huge.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I guess it's just making
Papa
a
Roach, was he depressed? Is
It
that
had
what
to
you
be. This is my last resort.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Talking
yeah.
about slitting his wrist
Don't
or
give a
cutting
fuck
his,
if I cut my arm bleeding.
Right, yeah, cutting his
But
shit.
emo music and all
He's a
that was like
dancer in
early
7th grade,
2000s. So I guess like depression just looks different, but
So
Well,
what
now-
are they,
but
are
now
they
you-
playing? It's got
now
a
you
cell
get to
phone
show
in the
everybody.
picture. Are they saying that it's because of cell phones and Facebook and stuff?
teens and young adults are in the midst of a unique mental health crisis, suggests a study out Thursday. That's all they say about the study. Suggest a study out Thursday.
So it comes out Thursday?
That guy like dreamt it. He's like, I know that I read that somewhere.
Yeah.
He's like, fuck it.
Yeah.
I'm fucking late for work.
Right. When did I dream that? I think it was Thursday
Doesn't
morning.
matter.
Yeah.
I didn't turn anything into the paper.
Right.
47-year-old professor of psychology at San Diego State University, spent her career, blah, blah, blah. Says a lot of her research is pop science, which, I don't, I'm no expert, but I don't think that that's a good thing. I don't think it, like...
What the fuck is pop
I don't
science?
think,
Yeah.
It means, like, your shit's, like,
Probably like Bill
not
Nye.
whack. Like, all the other nerds are, like...
Bill Nye's pop science, right?
I would say.
Well, I think he's, like, he kind of... Pop science is the egg thing.
Okay.
It's like, oh, eggs are bad. Like,
Right.
why?
Or like coffee. Coffee's bad now.
Yeah,
or
no,
it's
coffee's
fine.
good. Coconut
Yeah.
oil, like put it in your butthole. It'll flush
Yeah.
your system out.
Right. Butter in your coffee.
It's just
Have you put coconut oil in your butthole?
Well, you could.
You can put
anything in there.
Right. And
even
it's like, is it
even
healthy or
manteca
not?
lard.
Don't touch. I'm gonna keep that
All right. For your shrimpies.
for my butthole.
Yeah.
No, you put that in a cast iron skillet, man. You can make some shrimpies. You can make whatever you want.
Shrimpies. Shrimpies for breakfast.
Is
that healthy?
It
Shrimpies
says,
and eggs. And depression.
the youngest who show the largest increases in depression, including 12 to 17-year-olds, who are spared the direct effects of worrying over supporting a family. I think I started that sentence like in the middle of a point that they were making, so I don't know. Lack of sleep,
So probably
millennials.
So it has to do probably with like
Suicidal
comparing their
teens.
comparing
Yeah,
their
those are
inner lives
magic
to social media lives and stuff.
Yeah, why
I
not?
think it's got
I mean, you've never been able to show somebody how depressed you were until now.
right, and you get to be more depressed than the next guy. You want to be more depressed than the next guy.
depress off.
To depress off.
Said something like real snarky about they could stand to leave their phones out of the bedroom. Now,
Picture
now
like-
it's becoming an op-ed where the
Right.
the author's like, and furthermore,
That's kind of figured it was
Shut
from
up.
the beginning. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like delete your Facebook. So I wonder too. That was a good point Seth was starting to make. Like I wonder if it has to do in part with like people are more willing to talk about their depression now too, and it's always just been the same. But now kids are like, yeah, me too. You know,
Then on the
I feel
other
that too.
side, you get to see all the magical things that somebody else is doing that's super depressed, but not showing how depressed they actually are. They only show you the good shit that they got going on.
yeah, and I know that
and
that's
then it makes
kinda-
you
That's-
more depressed.
Yeah, because
to
you
see
think,
all
oh,
the good-
I'm not out on a
looking on
seashell
Instagram
on
and
in the middle of the
Facebook,
Bahamas.
where everybody's like doing better than you, or at least like
Right.
showing that, and then the likes, and then
Well,
this
then
and
you got
that.
some people where their niche is to just talk about depression on social media.
Yeah, and that's not cool.
Right.
It's like, call the National Suicide Prevention Line at 1-800-273-8255
We'll link that
You know?
below.
or text the crisis line at 741-741.
Or text John at what is it? 831. I'll link it below.
867-534.
How the Mandela
conspiracy realm
This
now.
article's been around for a long time.
All right, we're talking about the Mandela effect.
This ain't gonna go nowhere.
If you don't know what the Mandela effect is, it's
Look who wrote the article. Rogine Kilbert. Rogine's a Irish name.
So Rogine Kilbert wrote about the Mandela effect, and the
St. Patrick's Day.
Mandela effect is where you remember something, and like groups of people remember something that didn't happen. For example, the movie Kazam with Sinbad in it.
Oh, I thought
Or
you said
Shazam.
Shazam with Shaq.
Shazam with kids. I think
See,
Kazam.
we're proving this right.
Exactly, exactly, yeah. Well, there was the Shaq movie, but apparently
I have a poster for
lots
that.
of
That was
people,
real.
Yeah, that was real. Yeah.
So here's the guy. The first.
Go ahead.
The first. The author of this article goes, I guess, poking around to ask people about this, and the first guy that she talks to says, "My very first Mandela effect was C-3PO's leg. I didn't recall it had any silver in it. Then the months afterward, I went looking for evidence for some proof of what had happened."
She sounds like she's recounting like an assault that she went through or something.
Did you know, we were just talking about Star Wars. Is it Star Wars, right? Did you know
Yeah.
C-3PO's leg had silver in it?
I didn't know.
Mandela effect.
Oh, snap.
I would have never wondered what kind of metals
It seems like, I think he might.
Why would you notice enough to remember?
Right.
I think
This
he's got
lady
some
did,
other stuff
or he
going
did.
on, like, counting all the matchsticks that fall out on the ground type shit.
Right.
Take
Yeah.
that guy gambling with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm getting at?
Yeah. What else is he saying about it?
Might be on that spectrum tip. Doesn't say
there we are.
something about Bernstein Bears.
There we go.
That's the big one.
Yeah, so there's Bernstein
Shazam with
and
Sinbad.
Berenstein is what people confuse it with, I think, right?
Yeah. And then,
Ernstine?
as was mentioned off camera, the Shazam effect.
Well, on camera.
Yeah, it was on camera.
Huh?
We
was
just that
definitely
just
on
Might be off after this.
Yeah.
What?
As was mentioned
But
30
she mentioned
seconds
it
ago
too.
on camera.
No.
Oh, okay.
Before everybody.
Oh.
Before you, too.
Oh.
She's
All right.
down there.
She was the
sorry.
first
being a
ever,
whisper
yeah.
girl.
I remember reading about this in high school.
Yeah. Golly. When'd you go to high school? You don't have to say early
Yeah,
2000s.
that's fine.
Shout out. I don't know why I said
the
that, but I was like kind of in that area
Fuck
too.
yeah, early 2000s.
All right.
Lunch
Just
hours and
37.
shit.
Shazam, starring Sinbad.
Right. Shazam starring in Kazam.
But he
was
wasn't
the
in
Shaq
it.
one. Right. I know. That's not a real thing.
And Fruit Loops. What do you think it is about Fruit Loops?
People think they didn't exist. It was just fruity flavored Cheerios.
What?
I don't know.
You
What
just
is
go
it?
to the store, bro.
Yeah, what is
No,
it?
I think it's about spelling. How do you think it's spelled?
Fruit.
I think it's spelled.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
FR.
it's OOT. It's or is it not? Is it not really FROOT?
I got OO. I put my money down on OO.
These are all so stupid.
Oh,
I
you
like
serious?
all these. Like everybody knows it's spelled Fruit Loop. Everybody knows it's Jif peanut butter, JIF, and not Jiffy, right?
I don't think this person who wrote this article doesn't understand the Mandela
I think it's
effect.
another thing of somebody rolling up out of bed and going, "Oh fuck, I didn't turn anything into the editor."
He's like, Mandela effect. People don't know how to spell there, and there correctly.
Their
It's the
boyfriend's
Mandela
like
effect.
waking
Yeah.
up with a hangover too, like going to work at Dick's Sporting Goods. She's like, well, "Give me something to write an article
Yeah.
about." I'm late. He's like,
You
"The
remember
fucking
that
Mandela effect."
He's like, you remember that movie with Kazam or with Sinbad?
All right, got it.
All right, okay.
Says something about a large hadron collider,
Right.
and some other things.
He's like,
What does that have to do with this?
write about depressed kids these days. No, I did that last week.
Yeah, say a bunch of other dumb, obvious shit. Great
This
stuff.
this ad might
But
be the worst part
great
about this whole
articles,
thing.
Laser. Thanks.
Oh,
What's the,
you're so
what's the next
welcome.
I think that's it.
was that it? DC
Yeah.
Com. Okay,
And then Stetz wanted to point out that there was an ad for Will Smith at the bottom.
nice. Will
For a movie
Smith.
that came
We'll
out
link his Instagram
Robert De
below.
Niro.
Yeah, that's right. He's going to
He's
be in
the G.
Aladdin.
Yeah, he's blue now, apparently.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's
fantastic look. It's a great look.
I'm not gonna see it because he's the genie.
Because of that?
Yeah.
Why?
Because he sucks.
Oh, you don't like Will Smith
He's
at all?
insufferable.
Oh.
Wow.
I just saw that he's doing a Facebook exclusive show now where he's like doing it's called like Will Smith's bucket list. I saw last night.
Well, his
Oh,
lady's
that's
got
what the ad
one.
was.
You
Jay-
huh?
That's what the ad was.
Oh, that's what the ad was to that. Yeah.
I thought there was
so
a
he
movie
did.
already called
I know
it.
the most
Pretty
recent
cool.
one he did stand up for the first time and like had Chappelle like coach him through it. I was gonna watch it last night, but I'll probably watch it soon.
Facebook Watch, man, taking off. His lady, Jada Pinkett Smith, has had a Facebook TV channel for a hot minute.
Yeah, they're killing it. The whole family's killing it.
Yeah, that's what they do.
Yeah.
They act better than everybody.
Do they?
Yeah. But sanctimonious, and then they act like they just want to help you. And
maybe they
you
do.
show up at their house, and they're like, get out of here. And
Have you showed up to their house?
that's all the news.
Yeah, let's get Stetz's writer.
So,
right,
Stetz,
Razor's gonna grab that.
as per our tradition, we did receive your email lodging all your complaints and demands to come on.
It was long.
Yeah.
And we like to think that we
Wow, you guys are beautiful.
Let's get all this bullshit out of the way.
That's what
Jesus. What did I do to deserve this?
You tell us.
You brought a Funko?
So we weren't able to get $2,000, which I think was
That wasn't that much to ask for,
no.
you know? But 2,000 hot dogs is a lot to ask for.
You didn't put them in buns, or did he ask for no
the
buns?
buns and the condiments. Here, you open this.
Champagne.
We got him some champagne, or some Welch's champagne, and a
Boy, she online, dude.
his Funko Pop. Which Funko Pop did he demand? Oh, the Star Wars one. Yeah. Does it have any silver in the
Is that
leg?
because you don't watch TV?
I never heard the word Funko until you mentioned it to me. That you used to buy them for mad cheap and then resell them for more.
Oh, that's what.
So
John,
is this like one you couldn't
that's
sell?
What John
Is
was
that what's
gonna
happening
do.
right now?
Yeah. Right.
Funko. For your health.
All right. So let's.
I already got a cup. You just add to this.
Well, that's not very fancy, though.
I mean,
Yeah.
So we were confused about when you asked for the cheesecake bites.
armadillo flavored. You couldn't
We
find
weren't
that,
able
though.
to find. Yeah, we weren't able to find those. But we
MRE.
did find an MRE version of
That's-
cheesecake bites.
How'd you know? MRE is
Yeah.
actually
Let's see what's up with
Well,
this.
Yeah,
something
let's
I
try
write.
these. Let's try these bad boys out.
fantastic. Thank you. This is delectable.
These are like croutons. I bet you that's exactly
Have
what
you ever
they
drank
are.
sparkling wine with Mentos inside of it? You take the,
what
the
happens?
hot dog to stir it,
Yeah, let's
and
try
it causes spontaneous
These are so
combustion.
stupid. This tastes
Abortion.
like
Let me try one.
every snack ever.
Are you serious?
It's not.
Oh, it says New York style. That's,
Oh,
I
New
see
York
why.
style.
I see why you got
That was
all right.
why. Yeah.
Totally on purpose.
Yeah.
I'm all crunching right into the mic.
Do they crunch? Yeah, they look like croutons.
That's what I said. Like,
Well,
here, hand him his vegetable. We know.
cheers to you guys. Thank
we
you.
know
Yeah.
that it was like important.
Oh yeah,
for you.
vegetables too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, not just any vegetables. Carrots with a stem on them still,
Do they have stems on?
or are they just showing how good they can be? Wow, it's a soup. I don't see any stem.
These are pretty
Here,
good.
you can keep the packaging. if you want.
Thank you. Can you sign it
Sure.
with hot dog grease?
Yeah, let's get these hot dogs going.
Yeah.
Pass them
I'm all
around.
about that hot dog life, man. What is this?
I don't know what to make of this, John.
Well, there you go, man. That's your rider, dude.
All right.
Muchos gracias,
You need
señor.
a hot dog, Kyle?
I don't need one now.
I'm so fucking hungry. We should have ate
go.
before we did this.
This
All
is
right.
fantastic.
All right, now you're all set,
Stats.
squared away.
John, Mackenzie,
What part of New York are you
the
from?
Beyonce of Austin, Hudson Valley. So it's
Which
kind of
is
like an
where?
hour and a half north of Queens. You could jump on the bus at in Brooklyn and be in my city of Kingston in an hour and a half.
What's
Up
the
north,
best borough
so
in
it's
New York?
The best borough?
Yeah, what's your favorite borough?
I don't live down there.
You don't know,
He's
really?
like, I don't have one. I'm an outlier.
I mean, if you want food, Queens.
Okay.
If you want to dance in the street, go to Brooklyn. If you want to pay a lot of money for things you don't need, like carrot soup, you go to Manhattan. And then the rest, you just
So
don't
I'm
go.
high
You just don't go
society?
anywhere else. You're very high society right now.
Oh.
I mean, you kidding me? This is sparkling.
Where
Wow.
would John fit in best in New York, do you think?
Jersey.
Buffalo.
Jersey's a good one. Buffalo, New York. Yeah.
Nah. When's the last time you saw snow?
Santa Fe.
Yeah, Santa
Oh,
Fe. We went out to
yeah, you guys
Santa
went to
Fe.
We went out to
Wolf,
Santa
right?
Fe like 3 weeks ago, or
Nice.
4 weeks ago, something like
Yeah,
that.
Meow Wolf,
snow in there?
man. That's like kind of a trip.
That was a
Yeah.
fun place.
Went to Meow
You
Wolf.
liked it?
I got lost in there for a day. Did like a live painting thing in there too, which was fun.
Oh, awesome.
So like they
Yeah,
turned
yeah.
that whole.
So you went out there with Todd, Death Fox. No?
No, I went before that.
With Pono?
Nah, I didn't meet him until last night. Last night's the first time I ever met him.
Pono?
But Death Fox and Skelly went probably like 3 months after. But I just went out there on a whim because I know this dude Dice.
Yeah.
And then he curates the Meow Wolf
Really?
vendors and live painting and all that
Cool.
stuff. So he got down with that.
That place is a trip.
It was cool. Do you know like that main room? There's like the it's like a big space. You see a bit of a stage. There's a room where there's a piano and there's all the crazy ass heads on the wall.
Yeah.
So that big main room is where they have the shows and the live.
We saw
paint
one happen
goes
and
down
a
in there.
DJ was playing in
fun.
that room.
It's
Yeah.
fun as
It was like a
Yeah.
weird, like, kids show. It was like a kids clubbing show.
What, like
kids club
like
show?
preteen, like not or teens. It was like
Did you have
teens.
we had a club like that growing up.
Yeah,
Serve a lot of sparkling,
Shenanigans was the
grape
name
juice.
of ours. Shout out Shenanigans, Ocean Springs.
All the kids go out there and fucking snort yay in the restroom and shit, and they can
my
get
God,
in and
spilling right
fucking,
now. You guys
at
make
least
me
that's how
nervous.
it was back in the day. But yeah, you go and
You snorted gay with children?
Damn, John, when last week? Yeah, we would go to a place called Shenanigans and listen to.
I guess I could have denied that. Just like, I have not
bailed out by
No, I have no comment on that. As opposed to
no
absolutely
comment.
not. Yeah.
Call my lawyer and let's continue with the podcast. I've never snorted coke, nor do I'm going to borrow some of your lines, like the first from Egomaniac. Nor do I want to snort coke, nor do I know any children that snort
Well,
coke.
I have definitely snorted coke.
Categorically have never done that.
Yeah, we would go to a place called Shenanigans and dance as preteens and listen to Back That Thing Up.
Genuine.
No, Juvenile.
Didn't
But also,
That's
probably
huge.
that. What year did that come out? That was probably
Ride My
we were listening-
Pony.
Yeah, Pony.
or it was just called
We're
Pony.
listening to that too. But yeah, Back That Thing Up at the time was also known as Back That Ass Up. But we would listen to the Thing Up version.
What about what? So, Find Me in the Club, G Unit. Remember that one?
I don't think I do.
You're lucky.
We'll drop it in the comments.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
Everything
We'll just drop it in the comments.
in the club, 50 Cent.
Oh, in the club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like
What
a
did I say?
seventh grade
You
dance
said in the club, G. I mean, yeah. I should have like got there, but I think you said "Find Me in the Club" by G Unit.
What is that?
Somebody's phone.
Not me.
Was it yours?
Yeah, it's mine. It was on my iPad. Sorry.
Oh.
I'm like, who's fucking somebody's head's gonna roll? All right, so I don't know how we got on that preteen club shit.
You were
so-
doing blow with kids.
Right.
And
Oh yeah, we were talking about snow.
I don't do
and then we
that
started talking
anymore.
about that kind of snow. I guess is how we got there.
Took a
yeah,
left
something like
field.
that. We took the rowdy
Right.
route.
Yeah.
So
Meow was fun though.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
yeah, it's not my bag.
No.
What's
Nah.
not your bag?
Meow
I mean, the
Wolf.
whole.
Okay.
What'd you guys
you
do there,
enjoyed
though?
it?
Yeah, I did enjoy it.
Yeah.
From an artistic
Did,
standpoint. I
did you
liked
just go
it.
for the day? You just did the walkthrough?
Well, we
Yeah,
got
we
in.
Or did you actually hang out in there and like
No,
sit in that
we
room
hung
and
out.
stare at the ceiling and think about penguins
Yeah.
orgies?
Yeah, I did a little bit of that. We hung out. We were there for probably like just three hours or so. Something
You know,
like that.
I would
Just
be
go around.
walking around and I would like look over here and there would be like a panicking young person,
Yeah.
you know,
Reading the
rolling.
newspaper.
Yeah,
Trying to
rolling.
figure out the
like, not
questions of
knowing where
life.
their fucking
Yeah.
homies
All
were.
they talk about is Saturn and how there's a
And I
hexagonal shaped storm cloud.
And I didn't want
What
to
the
help
fuck are we
them
doing here?
at all.
No,
Like
you
I
shouldn't.
found myself
You're not there to
like
help.
kind of wanting to like stoke the fire of their panic a little bit. I didn't, but that's what I wanted to
with
do.
some cocaine.
Yeah, like here. How you doing over here? Like,
Yeah.
what? You probably need some coke, huh? And they're like, what? Who are you? And I'm like,
There were
they
definitely
called me
some
slow
folks on-
dance.
Yeah.
And I'm here.
that means you stab people.
Yeah,
mister,
I'm here to
in the
fucking
night.
stab you.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
God,
I'm
the
like, just
language.
playing.
New Mexico, it's called a snake bite. If you stab someone, that means you're a snake biter. I
Really?
don't know if you guys caught that at all, but I got to hang out on the streets for a
Where
second
would I
there.
have
you must
caught
have.
that?
And like, I don't know. you
don't know if you
Tell
guys
you
kicked
on
out
the
talking
way-
to no one?
On the way to New
There's a
Mexico, they're
lingo
like,
list.
now
You didn't get that?
enjoy yourself.
That and
Just in case you hear.
Christmas. So if somebody says, "Do you want to go to Christmas?"
He did catch that. You did catch that. The Chris getting your
Yeah, the two kinds of peppers,
Two
and you
kinds of
didn't believe
peppers,
me.
right?
You were like,
No, I
nobody
Wait.
says that.
Are you saying pepper as in spice? Or is that something? Are you saying?
Oh no! So Christmas is a drug thing.
yeah.
Oh
That's what I was
no!
getting
Go ahead.
at. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
no. I mean, we should end. I mean,
No.
Yeah.
Stay out of New Mexico.
Yeah, that's what we're saying here.
Don't go.
There's snow in New York.
There's
Go to
Meow Wolf,
New York for snow.
But you could also go to Meow Wolf or something close in my cousin Daryl's garage.
right.
He's got a Meow Wolf thing going on.
his own little personal Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So you
Depeche
grew
Mode.
up in New York?
Not really. New York's always been like the home base, but
Okay.
up until like the age 12, we traveled a lot. So I always like to say like we grew up in the 4 C's, so it was like couches, casinos, cars, campgrounds.
Because you're military, or
No. Parents just like to move around a lot.
Okay, casinos.
Yeah.
Explain that one. What do you mean? You would stay in casinos?
Slot machine. Oh.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
What is a casino?
Yeah, like
some places have them, some places don't.
so.
Like Buc-ee's.
What the fuck's Buc-ee's?
Buc-ee's is a
Is that a casino
Texas.
around here?
No, it's a
I haven't
Texas.
been. I haven't been to a casino in.
This is gonna
Texas.
sound so Texas, but
Yeah.
it's like
a
a
huge.
giant gas station. But
Oh, with the slot machines inside of it.
No, it has nothing to do with the
I
casino.
love those, man.
But
I wish they're just,
it's just a
spent more
huge
time than
gas
anybody
station
should've
that
thought.
people in Texas love.
and they have them
Alright,
here and
alright.
there, and you go in, and it's real high price. I don't know why they're so cool, but people love Buc-ee's.
People love them, and they have like really nice restrooms, and that's what.
Yeah, they
also
have
known
really.
for.
Is there showers?
Sounds so stupid, like coming out of
It's-
a mouth. Like
it's absolutely so.
he's like, why would I want to go to this?
No, but
place?
it's like I live on the road a lot. I
Right,
like seeing
yeah,
these
yeah.
little
Yeah,
random
my mom
spots
loves
along
them.
the way.
My mom loves
it's not
Buc-ee's.
little. It's like the theme park, the gas station theme park. But I mean, there's really nothing that
Fireworks?
they have.
Can you buy fireworks then?
No,
Yeah, they
no.
definitely have fireworks. They have
probably have
thongs. They
fireworks.
have press-on nails. They
Thongs?
have
They sell Bucky thongs?
Yes,
There's like Buc-ee's.
Laser has a.
everything.
Don't you
Don't
have a
entice me.
Buc-ee's thong?
2.
Laser has 2 Buc-ee's thongs.
Wow.
Mom, they
Why
just
would you
opened
have
one in
2?
Mobile, Alabama, or somewhere in Alabama too. So they're
Mobile's
spreading out.
fun,
They're
too.
gonna have a Buc-ee's are coming.
Yeah.
for
They got
New York.
brisket.
All right, I'll see you on the
They
East Coast when
got-
that shows up. They got brisket?
Yeah,
Stop.
they're on their restroom game. Everything's real clean.
Do they
But
have
the thing is,
carrot soup? Is that where you guys pick these up?
Yeah,
No,
we
man,
got
I had
all
to
this
have
from
that.
Buc-ee's.
Are these authentic Bucky dogs?
They're
Are we actually gonna eat
authentically
these?
cold. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
grab one.
You're all
Well, no, I want to cheers everybody if we're all going to
Oh
do
yeah,
it.
let's all cheers them then. That'll be
Can we
fine.
cheers a dog?
Cheers a
Let's
hot
cheers
dog?
the
Can we
dogs.
cross dog swords?
Yeah.
Part of this podcast is you make
So,
everybody hot dogs.
Well, yeah. So, y'all would stay in towns that had a casino? Is that what you mean by that?
We just kind of go from each one. So my
Okay.
parents like to play. They got really good. They got really good at it.
Okay.
As did I.
Yeah.
So like
What'd you play?
blackjack.
Me
was my
too.
Shit.
Blackjack.
Roulette.
Kyle was a gambling
Electric
addict, though.
roulette.
Yeah.
So you
Had a
weren't
lot of
that good at
flaws.
I'm an addict, yeah.
So like roulette, the electric one, but when they introduced European roulette, that's when it all got fucked up. But
Yeah.
before that, it was easy. As you could, if you have patience, you could just stand there and wait until you see a sequence of 8, and then you bet against the 8.
What's a European roulette?
There's 2
You
greens.
attack it and it doesn't fight
There's
back.
2 green.
Oh, I didn't
You just go like this really hard.
I didn't realize that. So
Does
there's
that-
2, like the 0 and the 00. That's European
Yeah,
roulette. Okay.
yeah, and American, there's just the 1 green. So as soon as
I think
they
I've only ever
introduce
played the 2.
the second green, that lowers the percentage down to something like 33%
Right,
that you might
right.
actually
It's
hit.
pretty low.
Which is bullshit.
Yeah, I would go. I would usually go win some money in blackjack, and then couldn't resist going to the roulette table for a little bit
Yeah.
and lose it all. And
Yeah, that's a hard
it's
come
easy
up
to
right
patience.
there.
Yeah,
My thing was I would just wait for a sequence. And as soon
Right.
as I saw a sequence of 8 reds, it's like, all right, it's got to
Then
hit
you
fucking
hit the black,
But you
yeah.
need insurance bets down all the time. So I would go in with like 32 grand knowing I might lose this money
32
immediately.
fucking grand?
Yeah.
Oh my
So if you
God.
break down the insurance bets from the minimum, you get that
Yeah.
reaction every time I try to say
Jesus
this. Unless it's somebody who
Christ.
also professionally gambles, and they're
Right.
like, "That's it."
yeah.
Like going in and like, first I need to sell my
But-
Acura.
Yeah.
You know, that's like playing
It's a
around
Chevy
money.
Cavalier with
Yeah.
a carbon fiber hood.
It's a current year model.
Did y'all ever play in Biloxi, Mississippi?
I've stayed there many times. I like
Okay,
that. I
I'm
like
from
it there a
Ocean
lot.
Springs.
Yeah, I like it there a
the
lot.
town over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Big fan of that
Cool.
spot.
I played there a bunch.
What do they got? The Golden Nugget and the
There's
Hard Rock there.
Gold Nugget, Hard Rock,
and
well
the
revived.
Harris with the pool that overlooks the beach, which
Yeah,
is great.
man.
And I found out a little special thing. I had my car get fucked up there because I had a bicycle on the top of the roof, and I asked them not to park it up top because I knew it wouldn't fit. So I said, go down below, where the ceilings are high. They didn't do that. The bicycle put a dent in my roof. They gave me $6 grand for a Jeep that was maybe worth 600.
Really?
It's
In
great.
the money.
So if you're in
Stetz.
Biloxi, put a bike on your car and you want to get rid of your car and drive through the Golden Nugget.
And eat lard.
Yeah. and
Wow.
eat lard. Did you eat any shrimpies down there in Biloxi?
What the fuck's a shrimp? What shrimp?
Shrimp?
Well, it's popcorn shrimp. They're like regular
No.
shrimp.
No,
but
you don't eat
they're tiny.
popcorn shrimp in Biloxi on the coast. You eat that in
How
like
would I
Michigan.
fucking
You eat
know?
that in like just the middle of nowhere, out of frozen like TV dinner thing.
Are you really gonna try that?
I might.
Like without a sauce on it though?
What?
You gotta put
carrots?
condiment. No, Mentos.
Oh no.
Mentos and
Maybe
yeah, you're
as
about
a
to.
dessert. So you grew up as a youngster, always doing art, or no?
Kinda, yeah. I always scribbled and drew. I had an aunt who taught at a university. Are we doing this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's try it out. I don't need a. Let's just go raw. Are these cooked? Or are they just straight?
Yeah, they're cooked. They're just
They're
cold.
cooked.
All right.
So you had an aunt that taught art.
Yeah, but she passed away when I was young. She passed away when I was 8. But she pretty much implanted the seed and taught me everything I needed to know.
Yeah.
Taught me how to shade, how to go out in the woods, just draw anything that you saw.
Right.
So it's like I learned all the basics and took that in the classes, but that's why art classes always bored the hell out of me. Because you would just sit there and draw some dude's dick. And like that was the easiest thing to do. You could do it in like 10 minutes and everybody's sitting there for 3 hours.
Depending on the size of the
know
dick,
what to do.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they've never been hard in class, which is unfortunate.
Kyle's would take like
That would've been nice.
15 seconds to draw his.
Right.
You know what I mean?
What does that mean? It's small?
Yeah.
I have a small penis.
Anyways,
Is there a napkin?
no, laser.
So you've been
will
doing
get
art since you were a young kid. Then,
Yeah, but I've
right?
only been getting taxed for it for like 7 years now.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Right on.
one. There you go.
I'm good. I'm just going to go raw. I'm just going to raw dog the dog.
Yeah, go raw.
So you grew up.
Cheers
and
in?
you said,
I wanted to cheers somebody.
cool.
Oh, yeah.
Doggy cheers me. Return my.
And you said that shit was kind of rough when you were young because you had a bad stutter back then. Yeah.
Well, that sucked. But also, my parents were cops, and they worked in jails. So a lot of my mornings were going to the jail. Eat your hot dog.
No, this is like so fascinating.
It is
to me.
fascinating.
So,
yeah. Where'd that
In the
come
mornings,
from?
I would go to these jail, like, because my dad would work nights and my mom would work during the day.
Okay.
So there would be a switch, and every time I didn't have anybody to watch me during those times, I would just go sit in a jail and converse with inmates and guards and awful people,
So when
but
did
great
they
people. I met a
become-
lot of nice people too. Fantastic. This one dude, Randy, always had candy.
Randy with candy. Did they quit the force and start gambling, or what
Retired? No, flip it.
Oh, okay.
So
Interesting.
retired as a COs in New York State.
Huh.
This is gonna sound great as we all chew.
It is what it is, man.
Yeah. Okay.
If they don't like it, they can get their own podcast, and then they can not wear underwear and
Are you not
snack
wearing
hot
none?
dogs and.
Wait,
Number-
are
yeah.
you guys not wearing anything right now?
I'm actually wearing green underwear for St. Patty's Day, and John is wearing no underwear.
No, I started wearing underwear because this one shamed me.
I didn't shame him.
wearing
I was
underwear?
just shocked that John didn't. He told me like probably a couple months ago something that came up about not wearing underwear, and he was like, "Yeah, I don't wear it." I was like,
With jeans on?
yeah, with jeans. That's
See,
kind of what
people always
surprised me
wanna Go
too.
there, I'm wearing
No,
something
but-
right now, but yeah, people always
a
want to be like,
leaf?
"Oh, it isn't awful wearing jeans," and no, I don't see why it would be unless your jeans are like filled with sandpaper on the inside. You know,
What about the feeling of the jeans rubbing up against the
The cock.
chafe?
I don't know. No, it doesn't change.
Put it so nicely in French.
Somebody out there is going to be watching. Somebody's watching. They're like, "Yeah, it doesn't fucking ignorant. You're a no underwear racist."
When did this happen though? Did you like grow up wearing boxers?
Back when
and
I
you
was
kinda
tattooing, I used to tattoo back in the
transition
day, and a lot of guys just didn't wear underwear because you were just, you know.
So you just pick up on it like osmosis.
No, I think it's more of a lifestyle sort of thing, man. You're just going out drinking and fucking hanging out. And
It's
you
a
just,
ripping that shit off.
It comes with the lifestyle.
yeah, you just roll out of bed and like after a night of maybe like hanging out with a lady or something, and just slap
not
some
bad.
pants on.
Put your stinky wiener back in your jeans.
Yeah, just dirt bag it up, you know. Or maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I was like clean some nights, but you just build up a habit, you know, and just stop wearing underwear.
So this has been going because you told me that it had been going on for a year and a half.
Did I?
Yeah. So maybe so that all was a lie. Let's try again. Yeah.
It's been a long time. I would say, okay, I will say this, that I don't know why I would have said a year and a half. Probably because you were shaming me and it was like, I was like panicking.
It's a year.
Yeah. It's just been a couple months. It was just today.
I wasn't shaming
I
you.
forgot.
I was shocked. I was just surprised. It was so surprising. I wouldn't have pegged you for
Fuck
that.
you, man.
Yeah, or that.
Judging me for not wearing underwear.
No judgment, just shock.
Less laundry.
At least I don't
guess.
wear 2 pairs.
I wear 2 pairs every day. Well, really 4, 2 pairs twice a day.
Have you ever heard of that? Dude not wearing drawers?
Yeah, but my
Yeah, it's
reaction's
not
always
crazy.
the same
What?
when they're in jeans.
Right.
Like if you're wearing soft pants, you go out to a
That's the thing.
titty
John,
joint. Like
John
cool,
always
I
wears
understand that.
jeans too.
My
but
jeans are soft, though. You know what I mean?
John's often in like jeans and boots, so it just was like kind of surprising. It's not like anything about like
Yeah, I
it's
guess it's
weird.
kinda
or anything.
gross.
Wait.
It's just
Do you
kinda
wash your
surprising.
hands before you piss or after you piss?
Sometimes both.
Good.
I'm like kind of
Sometimes
weird
both
about
too,
that
and
shit.
sometimes none.
So
It's just a risky run.
Like at the house. Like I'm not gonna wash them twice at the house. You run to the restroom real quick.
Everybody's
Well, no,
washed their
prior
hands
to-
like, with all this bullshit. So
I mean, we're touching wieners, so
Yeah. we
yeah,
just touch
here's a
wieners.
hot dog I made with my balls hands. My
dude,
no
your accent
underwear.
fucks me up every time you throw a hard A in there.
Yeah. A hard
My
day.
balls.
So you
Hands.
grew up and shit was kind of like awkward. It was weird. It was you were going to jail. Jail was your church.
No, it was kind of the strange thing was going to jail wasn't a strange thing. The strange thing was going
Yeah.
to jail wasn't strange.
Nothing
Right.
ever is when you're a kid.
Have you ever
know?
gone to jail for?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
what's
Oswego.
You want to talk about that?
Went to jail in Oswego. It was great. It was phenomenal. Great. I got arrested by an officer named Hadcock.
Had
Yeah.
cop.
H8. Should we?
Oh yeah, Officer Hadcock.
Yeah, there's probably tons of those.
Yeah.
Cop.
There is, especially in Oswego.
Officer
won't say
Hadcock. What was his first
We
name?
won't say his badge number.
I didn't
Badge
even
number.
know anything else outside of that.
You know.
But yeah, that was dumb. That's actually a good point to bring up because that's kind of where the graffiti side of things stopped because it was for that.
Yeah.
But then sitting in there, I literally broke my back the week before that and my hand. So this was like a
Fallen
car-
graffiti.
uh,
Okay.
Car accident.
Yeah,
Another
I know.
issue. Yeah.
Yeah, which I wasn't driving. Which was, I can't even fall asleep in cars now. But so
These days.
ended up getting arrested the next week, and I was trying to go out and train my left hand, and it was slower.
Yeah.
I ended up getting caught.
So spray paint.
Yeah, and I ended up getting caught and sitting in the cell with a broken back and a broken hand is really like you want to talk about low points.
Yeah.
That's some
Yeah.
shit where you're just like everything's
You're like,
fucked
maybe
right
this
now.
graffiti
Everything is
thing ain't
awful.
working out for me.
But it warped the perception that why write your name? This is stupid. Like, okay, who gives a fuck? I don't need to go all city. I don't need to go all state. I don't
and you were
need to
writing
do all that.
stats back then.
No, it was Mr. E, which is why I thought you grabbed the Mr. E, the MRE shit. And I was like, wait, did you do some research here?
Oh,
I was
nice.
like, how the fuck did you
Yes.
plan that out?
So mystery is
did.
what you went by
Yeah.
with the okay.
Yeah. So you say it fast enough. It's a
That's
mystery.
pretty good. You don't get writer stuff like that. All fucking well thought out and shit.
You didn't. That was coincidence. While you were,
Who said that?
that was. It just happened to come together while you were
It worked out.
tugging on your,
Or tugging on my what?
trying to squeeze your little pecker into your jeans. Into your
Mashing it.
sandpaper jeans.
Like, owie, my shrimpy. Fuck you.
All right.
So, anyways,
Yeah.
no more graffiti at that point.
No, I thought I should get paid for it. It was silly because you're not going to learn much writing your own name. You used to
Right.
half a hot dog in the mouth, bro. Phenomenal.
Talk to him.
So after that is kind of when the idea of what I wanted to do with art changed. Because I didn't want to go out and just write Mr. E anywhere. That felt silly. That felt
And you
dumb.
produce
That felt-
so much fucking
retarded.
art.
Yeah. So it's like it all just came from that. So it's kind of like if that didn't happen, would I still have been writing and trying to go all
Right.
state and all city?
So it
and
took that like,
running from
low point
dogs and running from
specifically,
cops and blah blah blah.
getting arrested and everything.
But also growing up under police and knowing what it's like to be in jail, it didn't, it wasn't like I went there and was like, oh fuck, this is
Crazy.
I wonder what's gonna happen. Like,
Right.
I wonder who I have to talk to. Like, I know exactly how to facilitate. Like,
Yeah.
you stick with your race, kind of shit. And it was only a week, so.
Yeah.
I only had to meet the crowd twice, which wasn't all that bad.
You went
And I
in,
could
like,
draw,
bummed
so I would
out
just go
and-
in and draw somebody.
Came out.
The first thing I
fully
did was
Aryan
draw the
Brotherhood.
baddest motherfucker that in there. And the second you show him that you
And
put any
kind of
any
weak
time
points
and
with
pride
him.
into it,
Yeah.
you're all of a sudden you're entertainment.
Yeah, right.
So
right,
as soon
right.
as you could entertain, then you're copacetic.
You have value,
You're
yeah.
fine. Yeah, yeah.
Right.
But it was just a week though, so that wasn't that all
Right
that
on.
bad.
Yeah.
But the broken back thing and broken hand I had a cast on, so I was just trying to train my left the whole
So-
time. So that played a little.
You weren't
shitty
able
role.
to spray paint with your left hand.
I tried.
Right.
Got caught. Didn't work out.
And so were you already like painting and drawing with your left hand?
Kind of.
Kinda?
Yeah, I just wanted to be able to do both. I want to be like a fucking ninja.
Yeah.
Just
Boy.
the Oswego ninja.
Yeah.
That's where we met. So that's how-
Oswego.
Yeah, Oswego, New York. Don't go.
Yeah, stay away.
Don't
Don't
go to Oswego,
ever.
New York.
I highly advise not going.
So you hadn't done graffiti since
Shout out
then,
to Two
really?
Ravens.
Since that happened?
No, I have. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But it all changed since then. There was no
Right.
more writing MRE. It was just
Gotcha.
like, let's do I wanted to make people laugh. So it
Right.
would just be like a silly face, or like if there was a big hole in the wall that looked like a nose or a dick, you just put something that looked like,
Right on.
implied a cock,
Yeah.
as you so
Yeah.
nicely.
Yeah.
Yeah, you make so much stuff, and I just sit here and think like a lot of it is like the funny, goofy faces and this and that, but
Yeah.
there's a lot of layers underneath that. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
like you kind of go all the way to fine art and dial it back to doodles and
Yeah, get bored quick. Mm-hmm.
like that do whatever you want tip. And that traveling bug I know has like stayed in you from when you were a kid, because when I first met you, you were in that fucking van or what was it?
I was sleeping inside a Jeep. Yeah,
Yeah.
like with the bed inside of it.
He had all
With
his art
with
stuff
no
in there,
seats.
probably hundreds of pieces, and then a
Kind of a bed.
kind of a bed.
The Jeep you ended up getting
no,
$6 grand
no.
for a different
No, it was
Jeep.
way
Okay,
before, yeah.
yeah.
New Jeep. And most people you'd meet would be like really kind of bagging on that situation, but it was a situation he put himself in
Until they
and
get in
wanted
it.
to be doing it.
Right.
The thing is, once somebody got inside of it, they're like, "This is comfortable as fuck." Because I
It's
blacked
cool.
the whole thing. It was, black
it's
out the
cool.
whole Jeep. It's got a nice bed in it. It's a nice little safe space. Because when somebody offers to stay on the couch, you're on their time. I hate being on somebody else's time. So it's
Right.
like being able to just get in the Jeep. You just sleep wherever the fuck you feel
Man,
like.
yeah, you can't beat having your own shit going that you can go to and be in whenever you want. You know, it's worth its weight in gold, I think. So it made sense to me.
Infinitely, yeah.
And you had a ton of art that you'd put out. You were a resident artist for Spray TX. This is back when Spray TX had
Yeah.
residency program. They might
They still got it, yeah.
Ignite.
It's still going.
Shout out Spray TX Ignite program. They have a new artist once a month, right?
I don't know how it works now.
Yeah.
Because
So-
they shut down the shop. Or
Right.
they switched shops, and now there's some other.
Did
Right.
you live down here for a period or just
Kinda, I guess.
Yeah.
2 months.
Okay.
2.5.
That's how long
Yeah.
your residency was.
2.5, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was for a month, but then I bought into the next month so I could stay and produce a
Cool.
better show.
So we met at a live painting event. It wasn't even an event, series, I guess. It
Yeah.
was a weekly
The
deal.
weekly fun.
Mm-hmm. That's where we met, and you were actually there the first time I went to it. It was a joint called Cherry Cola Dog that's not around anymore, or I think it is around, but they've moved it out to kind of on the
Smith something?
Smithville,
Smithville,
which is
yeah.
like kind of the country. But at the time it was like in an old warehouse on the east side, and I had started going to that because I in my own arena of doing art like to be kind of alone. And
Yeah, they put you in the front. You were kind of
yeah, that was a weird deal,
Showcased.
man.
You were the first seed to get planted as soon as somebody walked in.
It was a strange
So I feel like
deal.
it wasn't too.
And the whole reason I went out there in the first place is because I didn't think it was right, because that I was my little way of control is I want all.
Yeah.
I want to
All
be
focus.
alone.
Yeah.
I want to be able to have my hot dogs.
Yeah.
You know?
Carrot soup. Yeah, you
My-
need everything right on the
like,
spot.
Sit there and burn underwear on my table.
Have
Dude,
MREs.
can we bring this up for a second? So one time I tried to make tacos for everybody there, and I made glazed carrots involved in the whole mix. I've never heard so much shit for making a fucking glazed carrot than I heard from this.
Oh my god!
This Beyonce wrist looking motherfucker.
He was trying to get Texas with it, and he was like, "Hey, I made everybody tacos." This is at one of these live painting events, and I'm
That's
like,
really cool. Really
I'm like,
nice.
I'm like, yeah, that's fucking. I'm starving. You know what I mean? Like, I'll run over there, and he's like, yeah, I got the whole kit. You know, he'd made them in his van or something, right?
I made him right at that. I had the stove. I had the little stove on the
Okay.
spot.
Which is like, come on. You know, you're like punching uphill already. You're like,
phenomenal.
these are my fucking van tacos, and I go over there.
My tacos.
and
Yeah. It's like
I was like, "Do you have this, this, and this?" And it was like
Nah.
salsa.
Mesquite,
No salsa,
sa-
but glazed carrots. What is a glazed carrot exactly?
brown sugar, water.
Oh, like a okay.
Carrot.
It's like what my grandma used to make.
Yeah.
Glazed carrot. It was
Okay,
like with
kind of tastes like
peas.
Super easy.
Yeah,
Delicious.
kind of tastes
though.
like a sweet potato casserole kind of deal.
fantastic.
Yeah,
It would be almost the
you
equivalent.
made those. You make those, right?
I've made you
Yeah.
like honeyed carrots.
Okay.
So
It's the same thing, yeah.
It's the
Same
equivalent
thing,
of being like, here's a taco and here's some sweet potato to put on, some sweet potato fries to put in there.
Yeah.
But they were all right. It was just unlike,
Anything you had ever had, like you weren't expecting it.
because that wasn't it, dude. That wasn't like the only thing. Like
It was like, it was.
Lay's carrots
I
are the
used
most,
everything
like-
in the cooler. So my fridge was like a cooler on the back of the car. So I kind of just took everything I had and tried to
think
make something out
The
of
only
nothing.
thing that made them tacos was that you had
Tortillas, yeah.
and the rest of it was
So
Chicken. I mean, there was no rice, but
there was no rice, there was no beans, there was no sour cream, there was no hot sauce, there was
I
no
thought they were fantastic.
anything that classically makes a taco. There was
Yeah, I
Besides
tried to
the
introduce a
tortilla.
little extra.
I think you had some like coleslaw in there or
No,
something.
I don't fuck with coleslaw. No, it had to be something else.
I
weird.
mean, technically, like the tortilla is what, like a breakfast taco is just breakfast foods thrown on a tortilla. So
Yeah.
the tortilla is the thing that makes it a taco.
But it also makes a burrito.
the folded-
And it also makes a tortilla chip. And
So
a
yeah,
lot of
he
other
made y'all
things.
burritos and tacos.
the single
Take
best
your
part was
pick.
I was like, "Hey John, I just made some tacos
anyways,
over there.
I was so
Would you like
fucking
one?" He
hungry.
goes, "Nah."
No, but I did go over there and eat it.
Nah,
like,
I got hot
you were
dogs
like
here.
fucking. You know, I did go over. I felt like it was rude when somebody makes you food, but I think you were on me at that
Honesty
point.
is
to, like,
good.
See if I would
Honesty
eat
is
one.
good, yeah.
Like I saw the eye daggers. I'm
Yeah,
like,
have to see
this
what you're
dude's
all
gonna
about.
fucking slit my throat if I don't eat one of his
About to slow dance all
baby
of this
carrot
motherfucker.
tacos. And I was like, so good.
delicious.
Yeah, this is great. He's
yeah.
like, you gonna have another bite?
You
I'm
want?
like,
Yeah.
It's the worst when somebody just stands there and
Cheers,
watches
man.
you
Stands there
eat.
and watches. What do you think?
Uh-huh.
Put some more baby carrots
yeah.
on.
He's
it.
like, you want some of this hot Mountain Dew?
yeah.
So yeah,
Nah,
that
you-
was. I don't think that was the first time we met, but
No,
it was.
no.
it was-
That was when we were comfortable with each other at that point because we could talk shit to each other, which was fun.
You
'Cause
probably didn't
nobody
make
else that could
those
really
for
talk shit.
anybody else. I was probably the only one.
No,
that
I made
got
it for the
one.
whole group. You came late in the game. The thing was,
Right.
I made him way before that, but
Yeah.
when he
And
came
I did
through,
cherry
I saw some
cola
left.
dog?
Yeah,
Right on.
So yeah, I remember you were there the very first time I went in there, and you were like the hot commodity. You know, everybody was like, Stetz,
out of
this,
state.
Stetz, yeah.
New York.
There was a kid that.
I think I met you briefly one time at that point.
Yeah? Did?
Yeah, I think just briefly. Yeah, when I
Do you
first
remember what you
came
painted?
there.
Fuck no.
No,
No,
I painted
absolutely
so
not.
much shit there. Did you sell some stuff?
There? No, I price everything crazy high. I wasn't trying to sit in the $300, $400 crowd.
Yeah, you can get away with some weird shit there pricing wise, but more often than not, you're giving it away.
Yeah.
'Cause that's part of the deal. Because what else are you gonna do with it?
Yeah.
Lug around a fucking 6 foot tall piece of
No,
birch
well,
wood.
that was the thing. Whatever I did, here you go, Mike. So it was just all on Mike at that point, which I think he kept some of them at the new spot. So he's got a bunch of them.
Yeah, he's got a bunch of art there.
Have y'all been out to the new spot?
Haven't seen it yet. Tomorrow maybe might go out there.
Yeah, we've got homies that go out there. I think Juan and
Yeah, Matt just had a show.
Matt. That kid's blowing up.
Yeah.
Man, it's
He's got
so
a
cool
fun
to
style.
see. So cool to see.
Speaking of pop,
What
he's
is
got a
it?
very poppy style.
pop, yeah, he's got
Yeah.
a very pop art style.
That's bold.
Matt Trujillo.
Trujillo. Matt True.
Trujillo for all you hillbillies. So cool, man. Yeah, that was a blast back in the day, but went the way of the dodo, at least here in East Austin. And that was kind of one of the complaints that you lodged, that you came in town and it was no cherry cola, no spray TX,
Yeah.
and no more Castle Hill.
Yeah.
And no cowboy hats.
And I mean, that was her complaint. I
Yeah,
could do
that's
without
right.
him. I don't
Yeah.
need to see a cowboy
She's
hat.
got a boho hat on. Is that what it's called?
Sure.
That's
it's
like,
like a-
that's the East Coast cowboy hat.
Yeah.
Right, East Coast Cowboys.
Yeah.
It's like
You can cast a raven
same
spell on
hat, same kind of hat as me, but
Just
if my bill
Click
got
down
sad.
the
Yeah.
Yeah.
If your bill was
Bill got
born a few years later.
Yeah, if it was,
as a kid
yeah, if it
these
was
days,
born in
yeah.
2000,
Yeah.
and it was on his cell phone
millennial
all
bill.
the time.
Right. If your hat was on Facebook, yeah.
Mom, I don't feel good. My brain hurts.
Mom, we're out of Mountain Dew.
Yeah,
God damn
I'm
it.
playing Fortnite. You tyrant. Bring me some hot dogs.
So you do art full time?
Kind of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of. What would be
Yeah,
the
what does
other
kind of
thing?
mean? I guess what's your the supplemental income? I guess.
Currently curate for a museum in Kingston, New York, and that involves a lot of just moving around, selling artwork for other people. I found I have more fun selling somebody else's stuff. Like selling my own work, I feel like an asshole.
You
I
feel like an
narcissistic
egomaniac?
as fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
Because like, why should you invest your time and life into who the fuck am I? kind of deal. But
You get like some of that imposter syndrome going, I
Yeah.
guess, kind of
Yeah.
with it.
so it got to a point now where it's like I get to bring artists in, and I could easily I'm a salesman, so I could sell anything. But if it's my own stuff, I can't look you in the eye and be like, I know you have 2 kids, I know you have a mortgage, but you should totally buy this piece for $8,000. It'll be worth it in 13 years.
Wow,
So
if you're running shit at
mess with
$8,000, man, I need to get on your tip for sure. Well, that's cool, man. Are you sourcing the clientele for these artists? I mean, you're pitching their art to. Do you have a certain type of person in mind?
Yeah, so it's like if a job comes in, if it's something, if somebody, like, my style a little bit. So it's like if somebody wants me to go paint a realistic mural of a landscape and some old whitehead shit, I hate doing that. To me, that's a waste of life. Take a picture, So I'd rather hire somebody who excels at that and then just collect the 10% off what they get sold, just to make that link.
Almost like a management fee.
Yeah, so to me, that's fulfilling as hell, as opposed to spending the 2 weeks doing a job I hate when I could be spending those 2 weeks doing something more extraordinary, more extravagant, more.
So is that the kind of thing you do at the museum? You buy art for the museum, or how
No, we just have shows there, and we're developing
Okay.
a client list for the museum space itself.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Right on.
But it's relatively new. We don't officially open until May.
Okay.
Yeah, but we've had it's
What's
been
the name of the
the Kingston Pop Museum.
Cool.
Yeah, so it's been in
Kingston
process for like 3 years now.
Yeah.
So there's studio spaces upstairs. We have recording studios downstairs. We do events there. We do shows. It's an event space. There's a permanent museum space on the left. So there's like a little side space where we house the stuff that stays there. And then there's the main event space where we have all the shows. We have all the events.
Quite
Whatever
the
comes our way.
institution, man.
Yeah,
They got a
it's
bunch
good.
of shit going
Yeah.
on. That's cool, man. It's cool that you can, because as a guy that does art full time, man, I don't have any sort of balance like that. I'm just in it.
I mean, it's just random. It's like.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. I wish you would have brought some art, but it's cool. You didn't. It's fine.
Oh, I got a book here.
Pants.
So I wanted to.
down in your
My
underwear.
pockets, it wouldn't fit in there. So,
Yeah.
so you asked me.
For those, because you might not have been able to see it, he just produced
yeah.
a sketchbook from
Kind of. This
like
is
a,
From
the
his loins.
like a
from my
baseball cup.
unboxered pants.
Yeah.
So this is like the travel log. But you were talking to me yesterday about low points. So I made a whole list of low points.
Oh my gosh.
Let's get into those.
This whole page.
Jeez.
So,
well, how do you want to do this?
I don't
then?
know. Should we just run down the whole list?
Yeah,
and then,
that sounds
If
good.
you want,
Pick
this
which ones
is
you
like
want.
you're certainly under no obligation to do
But yeah,
anything.
no,
That's
let's-
why I made the whole list.
I think it's great. Let's
Like,
do it, and we can
here's-
chime in with some questions, maybe, or
All right,
some
so
softs.
we should.
So the
start
good thing
having
is-
all guests do this.
right, yeah.
We already touched on 2 of them. The first
Okay.
2.
Which was
were-
jail and
No, jail's later in the.
Okay.
Oh, that's on here too. So we got 3.
okay.
So the first one is the speech impediment, which we touch on a bit.
Okay.
Which there's tons of more we can get into with that. The next is my Aunt Jane who
I
passed.
have a question about that.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
stop
yeah.
there for a minute.
All right, sweet.
Did you
Number
go
1.
to speech therapy?
Yeah, it was awful. You'd have to sit there with other kids and talk about Clifford, and then get put on these weird dates where nobody can really speak to each other, but you're supposed to.
What's Clifford?
So Clifford the big red dog.
Clifford the big red
so
dog.
We sit
Are you too old for that?
No, but what
Nah, that was
relevance
a while
does
ago.
it bear to?
They were in
speech
kids.
so we're supposed to sit there and read it,
Yeah.
right?
Oh wow.
But mine's not that bad, luckily. It used to be worse. I've gotten
Okay.
better with it since then. But at the time, we'd get put in these classes where this is what made me fortunate about it too, was because I would be around other people who it was just
Worse.
you want to like reach in their mouth and pull it the fuck out because you know what they're doing.
I've known people, yeah.
Yeah, and it's tough, and especially it's tough for somebody who
Gets it.
has that.
Yeah.
You know? Because then cause it's like having this whole game of chess in your head. No. It's like jogging, but then every 3 steps somebody's trying to trip you. And you got to jump over that, and you lose your whole stride.
Yeah.
Wow.
Kind of deal, which drives.
And that's like what's kind of happening, or that's the feeling of what's happening when you get
Yeah.
hung up on a word.
Yeah. So it's like there's a million. It's like a freestyle. You know, you could do layers. I'm books deep, but I'm still on the sentence
still
2
back here,
because
yeah.
I still have to get this word out.
And so just going to like classes that help, like how'd you overcome it, I guess? You've mostly overcome.
Oh, the classes didn't have anything. They were just an annoyance.
Right,
The
right,
end point,
right.
because it would just come in, read this book to a lady who doesn't really care.
Right.
Or like get taken out of a math class
But
to
what
go
they-
to speech class. And it's like, I need to know math way
Right.
more. I need to learn my mathematics. What the fuck's taxes? I didn't even
Yeah.
learn that in 3rd grade.
But they did give you
Nobody
some
did.
perspective
No.
as far as
Right.
like, okay, mine's not like. I guess they gave you some perspective. In
Yeah,
this as
but
far
it's like
as,
when you
I'm
get
not
all
that
pulled
bad.
in the same class.
Yeah.
It's got like imagine like if somebody's special needs and they're not that special,
Then
and they
you
get
feel
put in a
like,
class of people who are
I'm one of these people.
very
or
much
something
need help.
now. Yeah.
So you feel like you're in that
Right.
situation and you're in that group. That's who you're supposed to be with.
Yeah, it's your tribe.
But like,
yeah.
so there were some in the class who weren't as bad as me.
Okay.
So there were some that literally would sound like I sound now. Like every now and then we might get a skip.
Hang up on one.
But yeah, so it wasn't that bad. So it's like being able to see all that though was a big thing.
Yeah.
So, but it
Right.
just got to the point where everybody that didn't have a speech impediment would think they have the trick to cure it. It's like, why don't you just breathe more? Why don't you just think about what you're about
right.
to say?
Same
Like
with
I
me.
have books ready to say up here. It's
Yeah.
just a matter of getting to the part where I could actually do it. But then as soon as you stutter on a word, people lose interest. Kind of deal. You could see somebody be like, oh fuck. Like, I gotta listen to
Yeah.
this
Like, come on,
motherfucker.
get on with it.
Yeah, that kind of shit. So as a young age, I didn't talk much. Like I figured I just wouldn't speak. Like the best way around this, to not have people in school like bully me, kind of deal. I was like, I'm just
It's easier to
gonna
just be
say
quiet.
quiet.
So when you meet a
Be
younger
lazy.
person nowadays, do you feel like a personal responsibility to let them know that everything's okay, or like kind of let them know like what will make their life easier down the road, or relate your own personal experiences?
Kind of, yeah.
Or,
If we have that amount of time to talk, because like the worst thing you could do to some people who stutter is they don't like when somebody tries to finish the sentence.
For them, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
sometimes if I'm doing it, I love when someone. It's something about hearing the word said from someone else just loosens whatever,
Brings
it
it out.
stops it, and then I
Yeah.
could say it all of a sudden. So it's like my own name is the hardest thing for me to say, which is some twisted shit.
Yeah.
So that's why I go like as Stetz, because that's just so much easier for me to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I was like Eugene, the EU, the connection from the U connection to the G really fucks me up. So there's certain letters that really get to me. Like it's a J to a K.
Yeah.
Like if there's any, there's a bunch more.
Like
But
joke?
that don't matter.
Jerk.
Kind of. Yeah. So if it's a short word, yeah. So there's tons, but it's
So these words that you're talking about, where people like get hung up on certain noises or connections between letters or whatever, are they pretty standard across the board with people with speech impediments, or does somebody say Stetz in comparison to this person over here, y'all might get hung up on completely different noises, or are they
everyone's got their own ticks.
really?
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
So it's like I figured out. I pinpointed where I got this from.
Really?
I finally figured it out like 2 years ago. My buddy gave me some edibles that were way stronger than he said they were. So I went to eat at my mom and dad's house, and they kicked in as soon as we sat down to eat. And they started to talk about insurance or something, and it just bored the shit out of me. And I realized I couldn't be at this meal anymore. So I was just like, I'm not feeling good. I'm going to go upstairs. I'm going to go lay in the bed. So I'm just laying down in the bed, but then I'm listening to my parents speak. And my father, they don't have one, right? But my mom drags out her R's, T's, S's, U's, and V's. And my father he speaks with long pauses. And he's
Really?
not trying to get too much out.
Yeah.
He'll use a short amount of words.
Very
so I realized at a
calculated.
young age, I picked up on those things. So when you pick up on those, that all of a sudden is a speech impediment,
When you come into
to
the
somebody
real
who
world
doesn't
of
speak
it.
like that.
Yeah.
So that was the two things. So I'm laying there, stoned to the gills, laying in the fucking bed, and I'm listening to them, and something clicked. It was like, oh shit, that's where I got it from. Like
Oh,
those
that's
might have
crazy.
been the 2 points that I just grabbed those, and for some reason those became a piece of
Right.
my speech.
Your dialect.
Yeah.
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 That's so interesting.
Yeah,
Well,
it is.
It was the edibles of prophecy. That's what my friends called them. And then he sold them as that name afterwards.
Really? Yeah.
So it's like
what's
you
that
owe me
guy up to
5%.
nowadays?
He's a master chef, dude. He works at a Michelin star, 2-star
Really?
spot. Yeah,
Nice.
So
Are they
he
on the
made
menu
them himself.
yet?
It's
Maybe in a
fantastic.
few years they'll be on the menu.
So well, that's crazy, man. Glad you're here. Glad you're
Yeah.
doing well, and you communicate
Likewise.
pretty fluidly with everybody that I've seen and know.
Right.
You're out there shucking and
It was
jiving.
one of the
just
things
like-
where it's like once somebody stops telling you you're doing this wrong, then it kind of there was this whole
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Like,
Yeah.
every day if you're in a class and somebody's telling you speak wrong, you're like, oh, maybe I do.
right.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, because I would have
Fuck.
never guessed that you
Yeah.
ever had a speech impediment. Yeah.
Like, now no one really does until I mention it. And then you'll pick up on
Once you
small
say it,
cues
you
and
can-
shit.
small
And you're like, oh,
cues,
okay,
yeah.
I see where that
And that's the
I see where
cool
that
thing
comes
in the
from.
arts world, man. You're just allowed to be yourself.
You don't have to speak.
Yeah,
That too.
So here's the whole thing.
yeah.
It's like the pen became a stronger
Just
voice.
ask me. You know,
Right.
You know,
Stay
like
in my
I
house.
could write a million things and it comes out fluid as fuck. So the funniest thing anybody's ever asked me though, they're like, "Do you stutter in your head?"
That
No,
is funny.
not
yeah.
at all. It's like there's different voices in here. It's different
Yeah.
languages. Like I made up my
Yeah.
own language.
That's like we were talking about Theo Von earlier. That's like he had Bobby Lee on his podcast and said, well, let me ask you this. I've always wanted to ask, do you feel Asian? It's like, no, dude.
Well,
that's
well, does he?
ridiculous. Yeah, no, he doesn't. Yeah, I guess we can get on with
Wanna run
Yeah,
down
your
the list?
other
too, yeah.
list of horrors.
right.
List
that
of
you hear. Thank you for
horrors.
doing that.
we actually touched on a few of them now that I look over this whole list. But parents were officers of the law, constantly surrounded by convicts and degenerates.
I'm kind of like worried what's coming next. Like,
Nah, it's good.
I don't like
These
not
aren't that
knowing.
deep. I mean, we
Like,
get into rape
this
and
leg's wooden.
murder.
Like, oh fuck.
So I mean, it does get pretty fucking terrible.
My parents were bandits before
Let's see.
gamblers.
I saw somebody get raped once.
Jeez.
That was pretty
That's
awful.
a heavy one. Yeah.
I also got raped.
Was this
like,
both of these?
Oswego, which is great.
Yeah.
Both of these instances happened in.
I saw somebody get raped when I was 10, but I didn't recognize
Was that
what
in
was
at
happening.
jail?
No.
Okay.
No. I have an uncle in jail though.
Okay.
And when I was a kid, I would ask him like, you know, who's dom, who's sub, like how does this whole thing work? And he would tell me that if you needed to, you gotta do what you have to do. But I was like, so how do you deal with the whole like it being a dude thing? He's like, I just draw nipples on the dude's ass before I fuck him. So look,
Was your uncle like a giant guy, or
I mean, he's bigger than me.
he's just got
Yeah,
like
he's
that?
like 6'4". He's white. He's like white trash big.
Yeah,
You know, like Mountain Dew and Cheetos. Like he could climb a tree faster than fucking anybody.
So you were getting some like pretty
My family's huge though.
adverse
He was just a black
stimuli
sheep.
surrounding sex at a very young age.
Yeah.
Where did this where did you see a woman get sexually assaulted?
In the woods. Yeah. So when we were kids, it wasn't weird. I grew up in a pretty fucking wild place,
Sounds like it.
and we would go to parties with the older kids all the time. And the older kids were anywhere up to 70.
The older,
You know,
the older kids.
like yeah.
Yeah.
But to us, they were just the older people.
Right.
And there would be little sections of the party in the woods, and sometimes you just want to bounce around. So there's like the main fire, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
But it wasn't weird to get like offered a beer at age 10.
Where is this happen? Where is this?
New York.
New York. This is in New York.
Oswego.
Okay, I just didn't know this is in Oswego.
Oswego's
Okay.
probably way fucking worse, but
Okay.
it's like central.
Okay.
New York-ish.
Yeah.
And
Place with no name.
Yeah.
there was like you just bounce around from spot to spot, and then sometimes you'd find off sectors in the woods of
Yeah.
people doing their own thing. So it's like seeing somebody with a needle in their arm in the middle of the woods at 4:00 in the morning when you're 10 wasn't a weird thing to see.
Wasn't uncommon.
It was kind of like, all right, let's just not hang out over there.
4:00 in the morning as
Yeah.
a 10-year-old is crazy enough. Yeah.
Me and my one friend, we heard somebody screaming deep in the woods. So we went down to see what that was, and then we just saw like there was no internet. You know, I had like a Sears catalog. Like
Right.
that was my
Free
porn.
of depression.
Yeah. And, like, I didn't even know what
Yeah.
like jerking off was yet.
Right.
I would just aggressively like rub.
Yeah.
As you do.
10. I don't know
or like
yeah.
you jump inside a pool and the filter's there and it's blowing out. You're like, this feels great. I don't know why, but
Right.
it's fucking awesome.
Right.
Budding
There's something to
yeah.
There's something to this.
But
I've
we like,
discovered
you know, we
something.
heard that going on and we went and it didn't make sense until years later when it made sense. So to this day, like we still converse about this and like what seeing that affected how we respect human beings now.
Right.
So that was
So what happened to the girl? Did you know her or just
No.
Saw
I
it.
had no
and
idea.
That was it.
No,
When you were
yeah.
a kid, you weren't gonna.
yeah.
Yeah.
We just thought we were seeing somebody have sex.
Mm-hmm.
But then when you finally sleep with somebody, you can differentiate a good moan
Yeah.
and a terrible,
what you heard as a
terrible
10-year-old, yeah.
noise.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow, man.
Yeah,
That's
fuck.
heavy.
and
That's
the
heavy
assault
stuff.
on you happened in the same area?
No. This happened in Oswego. I like woke up with somebody on top of me, fucking me. Yeah,
Wow.
this was kind of crazy.
In Oswego at a party or
Yeah.
Again, don't go to Oswego.
Nah.
It sounds like we really want to drive that home on
Or
this podcast.
don't go to New York.
Fucked, man.
Yeah.
Just stop in for a Mets game and then keep moving. You know.
Don't even watch baseball. It's boring as fuck.
Well, that's insane. And you were a young man when this was happening.
What's that, like 18?
Yeah.
College? 17?
Yeah.
20? No.
A grown
20.
man.
Let's see, 20. Yeah, it was
Well,
20.
what happened? What happened with the person that assaulted you? Were they just?
It just woke up. It was kind of like, what the fuck, you know? Like, how do you
Yeah.
react to that? Like, get the fuck off.
Yeah.
That was
And
it.
the whole room was black. And the party was still going on inside the house. So just, like, opened the door and just,
Did you know the
fuck out.
guy?
oh, it wasn't a dude.
I always suspected it wasn't a dude when
Nah.
he said that the person was on top of him.
Yeah.
Well, I've been assaulted in a weird way like that with a young lady who lives out here, and she called and made
Who? I'm just kidding.
and she called and made amends to me. You know,
Right on.
like addressed it.
Apologize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it, like you just passed out? And then,
No, so we were dating, and yeah, I was drinking pretty heavily. It's not as bad as it got. It was a ways away from like the bottom, but I was still like a blackout drinker every time I drank back then. And she just felt like she wasn't getting enough sex at the time, you know, because I was just didn't.
chafing.
Well, I didn't give a fuck about it back then.
Right.
You know
Just
what I mean?
only alcohol is what matters.
Yeah, I didn't care, and I woke up with her like
I relate
grinding
to
on
that.
top of me. It was like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
it's a wild thing to wake up
It
to.
was wild.
And did you know the person?
No.
Okay.
I knew
Just-
of
we were
them.
just at a party.
It's like
yeah.
Oswego's not that big. There was 8,000 people there
Right.
within the school. And, yeah, I mean, we saw each other out
Right.
and about. But,
In the
Well, at least it
same
wasn't a
party
dude
circle.
I mean,
taking your butt virginity.
a dude I could have punched in the face.
Well,
That's
well, you
true.
can't with a lady, so you just were like,
Just escort them out of the room and
that was it.
ensure they
You
never
went-
come back to the house.
Yeah.
went
So
passed
it was
out again.
Yeah.
Inappropriate of you.
Did you shame her on the way? Like alert
No.
everybody? Like, hey,
No, just got her out of the
this
house.
chick's no bueno.
Afterwards, told everybody. It was like, guys, this is, this is
Yeah.
what went down. But try not to let this human being back
do
in
you
the house.
still know of her whereabouts, or do
No,
you know no
no,
name,
no,
nothing?
no,
Yeah,
no.
I'm sure she's
No reason to.
running for city council, huh?
Probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're doing big things out there.
Yeah, she probably
Yeah.
owns like a Vespa tour group or something.
Yeah.
Well, I consider that a little bit of a come up from fucking
No, and Oswego
rapists.
Vespa
Raping
tour.
guys.
Okay,
It's only in snow.
Yeah, there's like, why isn't anybody signing up? Like, I don't know. Should have stayed in reselling Funko Pops.
Yeah.
That's what I did before.
Yeah. Let's move
You
on
guys want
down
to go down
the
the
list.
list a little more? All right.
How many do we got total? Like 10? Oh shit.
It's not this side. It's this whole
Okay,
side.
that side. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll just move. Let's keep it going.
I mean, some aren't really low. I mean, this one's not really a low point, I guess. Losing virginity at age 12.
But things that played into who you are, they're basically
Yeah.
like a list of things.
Yeah, so that kind
go
of does.
into
Because
who
that's
you
strange.
become.
Like, there's people I talk to, and there's like 12.
Yeah, that's early.
Like,
for
that's
sure.
fucking.
Yeah.
I mean, especially now to see a 12-year-old or like
is
hang out with a
early.
12-year-old.
To see, yeah, exactly.
And
Like,
you're like, oh,
meet a
fuck, dude,
12-year-old,
when I was that
or
age.
think about what you're doing at those ages.
Like,
It's
that's
different when
so
you see
wild.
one. Yeah.
Let's see. The next one we touched on, drug use wasn't strange to see before age 10. This one's fun. We could have some fun with this one.
Could we?
I hate circuses.
They're not fun so far. But
I
yeah.
fucking hate the circus.
Really.
I lived with a circus
Relatable.
community in Georgia
Of course you did.
when I was a kid, right?
Yeah.
And there was a female John Wayne impersonator. I can't even say this shit straight. There's a female John Wayne
you lying?
impersonator.
Are you telling the truth?
No, I seriously am. My parents will vouch for this shit. This is funny as fuck.
We're gonna have his parents on next week.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
you got my
Stetz
mom
is
on here,
fair.
dude.
Without you,
This would be some of the funniest shit.
people are like, "Now who's this woman?" It's like, no, from the you got to watch the previous podcast. And they're like,
Stet's mom.
they're like,
Yeah.
still, but why? Like, you're
She probably wouldn't like to hear the first half of this, but so we lived with this circus community when I was young, and there's this one woman who was a female John Wayne impersonator. She was like 6'7", massive frying pan hands, like giant, and I've always
she
hated.
picked John Wayne.
She was a John Wayne impersonator.
She couldn't have picked like the mountain from Game of Thrones or something.
This was
This is like
it's
2000.
2 decades
This
ago,
is like 2000.
Shout out, giant John Wayne lady.
whatever the fuck she may be.
Hope you're doing well.
Yeah,
Right.
Brunswick, Georgia.
They're hiring at Oswego investment tours.
Yeah.
So she liked me, And she would like fucking follow me everywhere and hang out with me all the time. But I was a kid, so I thought this was interesting. But then sometimes when I was asleep, she would dress up and scare me while I was asleep. But then there was one day, my mom told me to go out and like pick some cactus buds, like the flowers. So I went out, I had like a handful. I'm excited. I got a handful of flowers. It's a good day. The sun's out.
Why were you doing this? To make like prickly pear jelly or something?
I don't know. My mom just wanted me to go grab some. I didn't have anything to do.
Yeah.
So mom was like,
Like,
here.
go pick some fucking cactus.
Go do something.
you
Get the
sure,
fuck
Mom?
out of here. So then,
Yeah, you'll be fine.
yeah. So then, I had a handful of them, and then Miss John Wayne comes up, and I guess she didn't see my hand filled, and she like grabs my hands and squeezes them mad hard with all the cactus buds with spikes on them and all that shit inside my hand, and then like blood, it starts to bleed and all that shit. So then I like yell. Because it hurts like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
And let go of all of them. She's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't notice. I run back. And my mom's like, what the fuck happened? You went out to pick flowers and you're bleeding from both your hands.
come back
Like,
covered
how does
in
this shit
blood.
happen?
Yeah.
So then she comes storming back on stilts and shit. And she was like, I'm so sorry. I squeezed his hands. I didn't see him. So now it turns out I'm very allergic to cactus.
Do you think that that's her fault or just
This
dumb
is the
luck?
first moment. Like,
Right.
so like borderline definitely allergic to cactus.
Wow.
My hands were like fucking Mega Man. Let's call this shit back too. Like
Yeah.
really, really, really big. Like I couldn't bend my fingers. Couldn't do shit. It swole all the way up.
Jesus.
So then after that, my parents like, all right, maybe we've had enough in this community.
The
This
Carney life. Yeah.
community. So
Yeah.
let's get the fuck out. And
Well, certainly other people have had better childhoods.
maybe they've had worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Worse for sure.
There's a
too, yeah.
guarantee that people have
Way worse,
had
yeah.
worse. Yeah. Well, yours was colorful.
All right, let's see. So that was the circus fun.
Stetz's list of horrors.
All right, we touched on this one. Living
It's good
in
you're writing it down. Writing that shit
casino
down helps, though.
Yeah, that helps a huge amount. Living in casinos a lot because it was always like you never hang out with the person who just won.
Yeah.
You always
I
hang out with the
imagine
people who
so.
just lost.
Yeah, they're out
So it was
there
like going down to
turning back.
going down to
They
eat
lost.
food or going down to get a drink or whatever at age whatever 7
like,
to
"Listen,
12.
kid."
They want to sit down and give you life advice like don't ever do this.
Yeah.
But I'm like,
Right.
you dumb fuck, you're playing slots.
Tell you where they went wrong.
Like that's your
and-
stupidest fucking move. You're putting your mortgage into slots. Like you can't.
Yeah.
Play roulette like a
That's
gentleman.
how gambling go, man. That's real deal. It's like booze or anything else
It is, yeah.
to some people, not to everybody.
Right.
I was always able. Pardon
To
me.
stop.
I was able to, which is funny because I drink like there's no tomorrow.
Right, but you could probably
gambling-
put certain drugs down and stuff too. I was able to like put certain drugs down.
It's my relationship with money, man. Like I'm so afraid that if I lose the fucking cash, then something's gonna go unpaid. And I'm
Something's
just
gonna-
not.
right.
I have trouble buying a scratch off. Like if I get a $2 scratch off
silly.
and lose, I'm just like
You could have bought
it ruins my day.
a hot dog.
What was
you
so
know?
crazy for me about gambling too?
For real?
Yeah.
That money could have gone to the hot dogs for the riders.
Yeah.
And now I
Yeah,
gotta
exactly.
fucking pay for them anyways, and I just gave $2 to the fucking
What was crazy to me about gambling too
the
is that
government.
I continued to keep doing it and losing money. And like I said, I'd lose it at like roulette or I'd just play dumb things to get that like quick hit of. I'd get that quick. Wait, hold on. What's happening?
It's just I'm freezing.
Too cold
Oh,
for
okay.
the south.
Yeah, but I would gamble to get that like quick hit of like the high of like when you win, but that didn't even it paled in comparison to the feeling of like losing a bunch of money at the casino. Like they weren't even close to equivalent as far as like how bad the lows were and how high the highs
Oh,
were. You
it's
know,
in your hair.
Huh?
It's in your hair.
in
right
your hair.
here.
You got a hot
Bright.
dog in your hair.
You got a little
Was that
Dallas
bright
dog
or-
in the hair right there. I don't know. Whatever. It
Fuck
didn't
it,
stay in the
man.
shirt. It didn't stay in that. You're on camera, bro. We're trying to make
Do
it
your
look,
interview.
trying to make it look good. But I was thinking, it's like as soon as you would hit, like there was times I'd hit for like 30 grand, which seemed like you say that number and it sounds like a lot, but it's like in 5 minutes I might lose that.
Right.
So there were
So-
very few days where it'd come out.
When
like
you did hit
super
that
way up.
30 grand, like it felt
super
great, right?
super life
Yeah.
until tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
So you'd hit a lick like that, and whatever, go to bed with that profit in your money. Let's say best case scenario. What type of shit were you buying with the?
I never bought anything.
You
I've
never-
always been super good with money. I've never bought
You just
anything
take
dumb.
it and use
I mean,
it
I had a
for-
Cavalier with a body kit and a carbon fiber hood.
Yeah.
with nothing done inside the engine.
Is that good?
With a spoiler? No.
Yeah, what does that mean?
It was stupid as fuck.
Okay.
Had 17-inch
like,
rims.
Maybe
dumb
we
as
can get
shit.
it. You got a picture of it?
Like
you
a
can send us to
Cavalier,
put on
yeah.
the-
I
Sound
might.
tree.
Yeah.
I tried to burn them all, but
Okay.
I sold it to a kid in Long Island, no less, who had he fit the car. He was the car.
Yeah, he was the
As
guy.
soon
What
as he
type of
came,
person fits that car? A Cavalier.
well,
Let's start with this.
I don't want to sound
haircut.
rude, but somebody covered in tattoos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
16, fucking gauges, giant, not like giant.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
You
He just fit
John,
the car.
You
You fit the car.
You fit the car.
He had short hair. Nah, like a Long
Where's
Island
this going?
douchebag. Like it's a
Yeah.
certain breed of douchebag that only exists in
Right.
long,
They're on
strong
TV
Island,
shows
so.
and shit, I think.
Right.
They did have people. We used to party with Snooki when we were kids.
Really?
Yeah, she used to go to the same club as us.
Boy, she's something else, man. She's out there. I think she's like mellowed out. She's a mom now and shit.
We didn't stay in touch.
They had a. Well, you should tell her I said what's up.
What's up, Snooki?
They had
Jennifer.
a revamp of. I used to watch Jersey Shore when it was on, and like it kind of got up in my brain. Like I'm not a big reality show guy, but that's what happens when you start fucking with them, man. It's like dope, dude.
You get lost. You
get
get lost in the beach
it.
scene.
And they did a reboot of Jersey Shore.
Did you watch it?
I watched some of it, but like something about seeing these like
Is it the same people?
yeah, and they're like all 35 and shit.
Yeah.
Like one guy got like
Still doing the same shit?
no, one guy like got fucking nailed with tax evasion. Real
Yeah.
bad. I mean, like grown people
Which,
problems.
do you remember which one?
The situation.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
was
yeah.
ducking his tax. He got audited, and they nailed his ass to the wall.
Damn.
Yeah, there's
And that's
a-
like, and they're like dealing with this on the show?
kind of. He almost didn't. He's sober,
Okay.
so he like didn't really want to go on the show.
Right.
And
But it would pay some of that,
he was.
pay some of those charges, or pay, pay for
Yeah, I
the
didn't
lawyer
think
or
about
whatever.
that, but yeah, you can tell
'Cause
him.
he's getting paid big, I'm sure, on that reunion.
You can
thing.
see he's trying to work his program. Work his program is like slang in the sober community for
Basically working a program of action to help you
doing the
stay
things
sober.
he's supposed to be
Yeah.
doing to stay sober. And so he's saying all the.
Things like writing about your traumas would be a part of that.
But
you
he's
know?
just saying like, oh, let go and let God and this and that. And I'm like, dude, you're fucked on this show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he would be out at the titty bar and shit. Well, anyways, we don't have to go down that tear.
Out
but,
of Jersey Shore.
Right.
Yeah,
Which one are
Jersey
we
Shore.
on? Which horror are we on?
We're nearing the end, but
Okay.
I mean, there's one on here that's a super fucking long story.
Is it real?
It might be too long, but it basically dips into the evils of social media.
Well, that was how we started this guest segment. So maybe we can like touch on a little bit. Can you do like a Cliff's Notes version?
I
Maybe.
don't know. This girl just had a kid, and like shit's going good for her now. But I was involved with somebody, and her ex didn't want that.
Okay.
So basically, they went out of their way to make social media accounts impersonating people I'm personally friends with, and like attacking me as them.
Yeah.
But
Oh, okay.
only to the extent that I couldn't figure out who it was. Like under a fake account, but put like little subliminal
Right.
things that would be like, oh, that's what that person's profile said last week. Like that word. And it fucked me for literally in the past like 10 years. It was probably the most depressed I've ever been for like 2 weeks.
And it's
But
related to social. Yeah.
From that prompted this whole drawing style that now I embrace. So like something kind of came out of it, I guess we could say.
yeah.
Shoot, while it's on camera, I guess too. This new drawing style that you're talking about, or like kind of known for, in reference to what you said. Shoot me some photos of that,
Okay.
so we can
Yeah.
show them.
Dark as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we can show the viewer what we're talking about.
Yeah.
What type of art comes from what type of situations.
Yeah.
So
But yeah, that's the Cliff Notes side of it. But it wasn't until like a month afterwards that he came forward and like went to her house and was like, "Hey, I'm so sorry I did this. I took your laptop. I had all your passwords. I did all this." And like,
Did you know the
he
guy?
tore us apart, kind of deal. No, I had no idea who the fuck he was.
Yeah.
an ex.
But like from that, there was no.
should be like that, man.
We totally just like it was awful. Like it was
You know,
really shitty 2 weeks.
Fucking social media gives a voice to these people that would otherwise get washed the fuck out.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, without a doubt.
In the 1800s or something like that, a guy like
got
that,
shot.
all fucking weirdo that uses social media weaponizes it, He would have no recourse back in the day. He would just be living in the woods somewhere.
He could have like mailed letters.
Yeah, but who gives a shit? You know, that probably cost so much money back then to mail a letter to who?
To him, to Stetz.
Be like, fuck you, and he's like, all right, well,
Goddamn Morse code at the time. She had to
was my
click
broad.
our way
yeah,
through it.
she was mine. Meet me
She
at
was my
sundown.
lady,
Like,
yeah.
all right, you know. Do you know what the guy looked like?
No,
We'll put his fucking picture
kind
on
of,
there.
yeah, kind of, yeah. But,
Yeah,
but the fucked part was it like turned me against friends, actual friends,
there was collateral damage,
Yeah.
because or direct
Yeah.
damage,
Yeah.
I guess.
and like
real
to this
insidious,
day, it's
like-
some are like, why would you even think I would do that?
Right.
It's just like because it was so
yeah, the level
carefully
level
planned.
that it was
Yeah.
orchestrated.
just fucking nuts.
Wow, that's insidious. Yeah.
Some wild shit.
Wow. So
That's a very short version of
I
that.
wonder what that dude's up to. We should do a where are they now?
An op-ed on.
Where are
him.
they now? Where is Dougie who tried to ruin
Right.
Stetz's life?
Where's Mrs. John Wayne?
Yeah, where's she? What if they're like kicking it together?
They're together or
nowadays?
something. They
Yeah.
deserve
Right.
each other.
Yeah.
With her big
They gotta-
ass, walking
yeah.
around cradling
I mean,
him.
she
got a
was
joint
like
Facebook
6'8".
account.
He was probably under 5. He was around 5 foot. He was a little fella.
So she's
So
like walking around
She
breastfeeding
could
him
just
and
pick him
shit.
up with a
He's
finger
like-
right by the ear.
Yeah.
Back in detention. So we're nearing the end. Yeah, we talk about Oswego Jail, Hadcock. It's just a great name to be arrested by. I saw a man get stabbed to death.
Jesus.
Yeah,
But let me guess, you were like 9,
I was 13.
and you was like in the
13.
living room, and
Yeah.
you were like,
And the next year, I got stabbed.
Oh wow.
Phenomenal.
yeah, phenomenal is the word that I was going to use. Too. Well, let's talk real briefly about the guy that you saw get stabbed. How old were you?
This was great, man. So there used to be this one. Oh fuck, we shouldn't use names. I mean, he's in jail now for life, but he probably won't hear this. But so there's this kid we used to party with, and he was a grown man by age 10 type deal. Like he'd fight grown ass men and take
Right.
out 3 of them at a time
Beard and
as a
mustache.
10-year-old. Like it was
Yeah.
ridiculous. He could like lactate his own nipples. So like in school, anybody like he
Which
was
is
in
a
my
grown man thing.
group, which was good. He was on my side.
Yeah, I don't know
Like,
if
we're on the
that's
same
like
side.
a.
But if there was somebody that we didn't like we'd like distract him, and then he'd go over and fucking milk his nips into his drink.
This
Weird.
person
that was just
sounds like
funny
a
for us.
horrible person.
It's funny for
to
us
know.
though. At the time, it was great. So between him and this kid that we'd have, he would snort anything that we'd like break up grass and he'd snort it for $5. It was great. So we
Yeah.
had these two at lunch. So
And
it was
lactated
full
back out of his
entertainment
nipples.
24/7.
Yeah.
But one time, just usually there was no weaponry involved, like maybe a rock or a stick. But one time, this dude had a knife on him, and it became a 10-year-old, 11 at the time, versus 4 grown men, who then 2 of the grown men turned on each other, because in fight, sometimes truth comes out.
Yeah.
And the one dude found out the other guy has been fucking his wife. And we were
This is
outside
in
of
the
a gas
middle of a
station.
fist fight.
Yeah. Did
Yeah.
it come out of the,
Fucking
that truth came
Oswego,
out?
man.
Oh wow.
No, this wasn't Oswego. This was a redneck central New York town. And
Shout
So-
out Central Redneck New York.
CNY, what's up?
Don't fucking go there either.
So no, it's beautiful. You should come.
Yeah,
I'll keep you out of that crowd.
Yeah. Yeah.
on my way.
I know now.
Right. Yeah.
We don't go to that gas station no more.
Yeah.
So then, shit came out, and then the dude ended up having a knife on him. He ended up stabbing this dude to death. But at the time, we didn't know he was stabbed. We didn't know he died.
Right. But you
We
knew he got
just-
stabbed.
So when you were making out with him, you thought he was like cool with it.
Yeah.
You were eating SpaghettiOs off his fucking chest, being real weird with him. Don't hang around these people anymore.
Shouldn't hang around you after that comment.
I know, man. Yeah. Yes.
But no,
that's
so then we
weird.
found out like a few
So-
days later on that he got stabbed to death, and we saw somebody get stabbed to death.
So he's locked away before that.
And then
No, he went to jail for murdering somebody else.
fast forward.
Once a murderer, always a murderer.
No, the 10-year-old didn't kill the dude. One of the older men. It was like 4 versus 1, but then the 4 turned into 2 versus 2 versus 1.
Right,
And
so
then the 1 split, and then was 2 versus 2, and then it became 1 versus 2 because somebody died.
But the lactating 10-year-old later went to jail.
yeah, he's still in jail now, I think.
Okay.
Wonder what he's doing in there.
Lactating.
Being
Maybe still.
fucking,
Drawing
Being
nipples
mad,
on
Being the
gross.
milk. He's the milkman.
yeah.
Notice.
They were like, stay away from
Works
me.
in the kitchen.
Do you think people are fight to be in a cell with him, or like he's got to go into like PC?
He's mine. Milk boy's mine.
Yeah, Milk Boy is mine. Come here, sweet little murdery Milk Boy.
Nobody touch Milk Boy.
Hope he doesn't listen to this.
Yeah, I'm sure he won't.
Still got ties outside. So
Well, Stetz, man, we appreciate you coming on. We know that
Likewise.
you're like super fucking busy, and hope your South by was successful. Yeah.
thank you guys. This
Yeah,
was fun,
of course,
man.
man. Bread.
Hot dogs were delicious. I'm happy I didn't touch that
Were
carrot
they?
soup.
Yeah.
They're all right.
Yeah, they were all right.
Do you have anything that you want to drop or anything? Instagram, anything like that?
Website, Instagram, Facebook. It's all Stetzism, which is STETZISM.
And we'll link that
the
below.
museum I work with is opening in Kingston, New York, May 3rd.
And that's the Kingston Pop Museum.
Kingston Pop
Kingston
Museum.
Pop Museum.
Yeah.
Definitely check out, at the very least, his Instagram. Doesn't take shit to go in there and type that in and look at his
Right.
work. He's got a huge body of work.
Very talented.
And every piece is different than the last. I think it's like super duper cool.
Thank you.
Next week we will have us, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, just us.
Just us. Kyle and John uncut.
There was a bar in Biloxi, Mississippi called Just Us that was like the first gay bar there.
Cool.
So yeah.
Shout out to them.
Yeah, shout out
JU
Just
crowd,
Us.
what's up?
Yeah.
Actually, no, it's Just Us still exists. I think it was Joey's on the Beach, which was the first one.
What a corny name.
Joey's
For
on
a
the
gay
beach.
club or not. No, just us.
Oh yeah.
It's like, give me a fucking break. Name it something else. You know what I mean? Or you liked it. You liked it. It was named that. You
I don't
liked the
know, I was a-
bartenders.
I was a
You liked
kid.
everybody.
Yeah.
Next week, me and Kyle, we are on the road to 100 subscribers on YouTube. So if you like what you see, and if you don't like what you see, please like, please subscribe, please share. It would mean so much to us. We've definitely got skin in the game with this thing, and it's not just a here and there hobby. We're trying to maintain tempo and bring the best content that we can. So if you could take a moment to like and subscribe, it would mean the world. And if you look in the bottom right,
Yeah, I think we should point
bottom
that out.
right-hand corner, there's a little bell icon. If you hit that, you will be notified anytime we post new content. So that's a great way. If you don't hit the bell for anything else, hit it for ours. Anything else?
No, I think we're good.
Cool.
Thanks again,
Thanks,
Stetz.
y'all.
And
Thank you, guys.
I guess we're out.